Lukeman.
His voice is wacky. Oh, not.
Was it the same voice actor that was doing it?
I think so, right?
Hello, everyone. It's from. Sorry, a funny ad popped up on Nick's screen. How are you guys doing tonight? It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This is episode 62. Hi, Dragon Luke, man. Oh, this is going to be a night. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one.
The three of us together is not a good idea.
It's the three of us. Caliber unable to make it. I don't know why. I've kind of lost track of Caliber's, reasons at this point. But Dredger was a little tired. He wasn't feeling good, so hopefully Dredger feels a little better. He's taking the night off, and Dredger is, will be hopefully joining us again next week. But for now, tonight, it is me, Nick T, Pete, and of course, you lovely people out there in the chat. The upload a video a day in August has been going great. Thank you so much for all of the support you have given me in my channel. I really do appreciate it greatly. Pete, Nick T, how are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Doing great. Actually really doing well.
Good, man. I'm having fun. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
It's going to be fun, and we have a loaded episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up for you guys. We are going to be breaking down the episode featuring Lukeman versus Yuo. A lot of weird stuff going on in this duel. There's a lot of weird stuff when it comes to Luke's character. And we are here on the precipice of finding out who the sixth sibling is.
We're
Gentlemen,
so close.
we are going to find out who, unless they, pull it out from under us, we are going to find out who the sixth sibling is.
Yes, we are.
In about, 60 hours or so.
I got some breaking news for you.
Yeah.
It's me.
It's you. Hey.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you
For
for
the
admitting
better
it.
man
Breaking
one.
news
The
here on
better
the
man
channel.
I'm taking down the city. It's mine.
Breaking news on the channel. We are also going to be playing a game. It's one of the most popular games on this segment. Buy, sell, hold. I will give these two some pieces, some statements basically, and they're going to let me know, and hopefully you guys in the chat, you guys seem to play along and enjoy the game as well, whether you buy into it, whether if you owned it, you would hold it, or whether you would sell it if you think, it's just not going to happen, I'm going to sell. So we're going to play that as well. But before we get into our thoughts pertaining to episode 62, I want to thank all of you guys who donated and cheered in the last episode. Big thank you to Caio Cesar Campos, Philip Rosewood, Jack Knight 21, Ryu Rex, Nicholas Horton, Sin Cloud, Electric Kevin, Pickrick, TNX Rail, Xlayer 64, Davis Enos, Pink Penguin, Dark Emperor J, Ivrea, Conundrum Kiambal, Johan Udai, Limestone, and Cisan and Vaughn. To everyone that donates, thank you so much. You breathe a dimension of life into the channel and into my life that I, words don't do it justice. I just want you guys to know how appreciative I am of all of you for supporting me in that way. If you choose to donate, you can do super chat through YouTube feature or use the link in the description. I get a little bit more of a cut from the link in the description, but whatever you're more comfortable with, if you choose to support me that way, that is totally fine. Want to thank you guys. We do that at the start of every episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to show my appreciation. Episode 62, I've already done my review. I've given my thoughts, but obviously, we'll keep going into it. I've had a little more time to simmer and rest on the episode. Nick T, I want to start with you.
Great.
Your thoughts, generally speaking, on Lukeman versus Yuo.
The duel or just the episode itself?
Everything.
All of it. I personally thought it was a great episode. I mean, was it a little quirky with the whole Lukeman thing? Yes. But the duel was great. There was a lot of, I think, unexpected developments throughout the episode. And the Lukeman, was it annoying that he kept repeting stuff? Like, he'd saying everything twice?
That's been Luke the whole time.
That's been his whole thing, yeah. But
I thought he was less annoying as the Lukeman than his regular Luke.
It's up for debate. Definitely more palatable than the whole character change of Gakuto to Gakuting. So, you know what? I'll take Lukeman.
Hey, we don't talk about that
I'll take Lukeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, seeing what was it called? What was it? Dragius.
Dragius F.
Yeah,
That's what
It
I
was a
just call
super dragon.
It was a high dragon,
High dragon.
So a new
man.
monster type. We also
I
know
think-
Magical Knight is a new monster type. Yuga, assumingly, will do that soon.
super sick. I just loved really everything about it, especially the last couple minutes. The whole sort of twist and then the twist back. Yudon really thought he had the upper hand over Yuo and just didn't.
Yeah.
And I think that was sweet.
Yeah.
And that with the one line of dialogue there,
Thank you for the dono.
haven't met the real deal yet of the sixth sibling. What does that mean?
Well,
We can speculate.
we're gonna speculate, chat. We're gonna speculate,
But
but
it was
generally
great.
speaking,
Loved
you
it.
liked
I
it.
thought it was great.
Pete, your thoughts generally?
Generally, actually, I really love this episode.
Wow.
Wow. The Lukeman thing, shockingly, maybe to some people, really worked for me.
Yeah.
I honestly, I have the same thoughts. I kind of enjoyed at the moment that persona more than Luke himself. It felt a little more serious, even when it was a little ridiculous. But like the voice, I think, is what sold me on it.
I agree.
And that's the same voice actor, right? That
I
is
think
doing
as far
that.
as I
I'm
know,
almost positive it is.
I don't know. It just kind of worked for me. It felt. I mean, we could talk more about the implications later. But I just love that. I thought the duel was top notch. I mean, that the actor, he's in My Hero Academia, right?
Yeah,
The voice actor
yeah.
for Yuo. I mean, kills
Yeah.
it 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime
Phenomenal.
he's on screen, especially when he's doing summoning chants, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
He's really great.
And I love it.
The intensity in the
Yeah.
voice acting at the end of this duel, phenomenal. Absolutely
incredible.
phenomenal.
And the surprise, I guess I knew it was revealed, right? Because I watched your video with the whole fusions that all these characters were getting them. But I still didn't expect in that moment Luke to get it there when he wasn't Luke. Like when he wasn't Rook, he gets it as his persona.
Right.
And that kind of shocked me a little bit. And I love that. I don't know. There was just something about it. And the twist, as Nick T said at the end, where Yuo still, in my villain mind, saves face there and is exactly what I want. I want him to be scummy and dirty and fight dirty.
Yep.
And I like that he turned the tables there on what, Urine his name is?
Yeah.
It's like
Yudon.
you thought you could pull one over on me.
It works so well. It's probably the most fun I've had with a Sevens episode in a while, maybe since the last season finale.
Wow. So probably since this arc started.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
As
say?
a quick aside, Shiosei said Luke's voice actor is Flame's voice actor, so he was using his Flame.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot
I
of sense.
forgot that they were,
That makes a lot of
and we
sense.
knew that.
We did.
Obviously,
I totally forgot.
I completely forgot as the show went on. Good call there, Shiosei. So in a way, it was like
but see,
Flame.
that shows the range of someone like that as a voice actor that you could switch, and we didn't even register it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really
for the
good duel from a
dono.
voice acting perspective. And I will say this. The result of the duel, and I want to get your guys' opinion on it, because I saw a lot of people that were like, Luke won again. They're never going to give him a loss. The backlash, if Luke loses this duel, the backlash would have been insane. I would have hated if Luke lost this duel. If the first loss that Luke gets is when he's brainwashed. That to me would have felt so cheap. It would have felt so wrong.
Agreed.
So to me, I actually do not have an issue with this result at all because Yuo wins.
Yeah.
Like Yuo does what he needs to do behind the scenes from a
and he's won
an
in a
HR
duel.
perspective.
Yeah.
And so he does what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And so I mean, did you have any issues with Lukeman beating Yuo based on everything that we know that Luke didn't remember and that Yuo still kicked Euron out?
No, I feel like I have to defend myself even before anyone accuses me, but I actually didn't have a problem with him forgetting as opposed to the problems I had with Roman. Because I felt it's very different because it's been clear here, especially in the last 25 episodes, that there's something wrong with Rook. Like, he has some kind of multi-personality, darker side, multiple personas. There's something off
Thank
there.
you
Where, like, Roman's I thought was a
for the
really cheap
dono.
gimmick. This, and I'm so glad that that's gone. This feels like it is going to be integral to the development of this character going forward.
Yeah.
That being said, if he did lose, I don't even know if it would have been a problem in the sense that, he lost as the Luke man. I just don't think it fits for the story because if Yuo wins here, he's taken out both our heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we, in the next few episodes, how do we justify
back
if
from
we
that.
beat him?
Yeah.
Like, Yuga comes back and wins again, and then there's no justification, or you feel empty on
it's
the
a whole
Luke
nail
side of
thing
it because
again,
he never gets to fight Yuo again.
Yeah.
So it would have been weird. So I think he had to win, and it gives us the leg up at the moment. I think it's giving us as the audience a little bit of hope just to crush it. Hey, we're up 4-3 or a win away, and they're gonna ruin that.
Yeah.
You know what I love? I love the teasing and baiting that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens does, right? They release this Yuo Dragon fusion, and everyone, including myself, was like, Yuo's beating Rook. This is a dragon monster that counters dragon types.
Yep.
This is specifically made to defeat Luke. Yuo is beating Luke. We get the duel way earlier than I expected, way earlier than I think a lot of us expected. And Lukeman, high dragon type, and Yuo loses to Luke, which was not anything that any of us really foresaw. So I like that because it was not even Yuo, because it was unpredictable from that perspective. So I like that. To also touch on Roman, you know I'm a huge part of the Roman Empire. I like to think I'm one of the top brass of the Roman Empire. But I will say, to actually not argue with you, the difference between Roman forgetting and Luke forgetting, Roman goes into her duel with Gakuto, 0 wins, 1 loss. Luke goes in 14 wins and 0 losses. Yeah. Luke had nothing to prove as a duelist. Roman, we still weren't sure. We were still feeling her out in the beginning. So, yeah, I completely agree. It was way better done in this circumstance. I don't even know if the two are comparable. I really don't think they are.
And you add that in also with that episode where he went against himself, the flashback
from that angle too. Yeah.
I mean, there's memory lapses here that is going to factor in later in the story.
Absolutely.
Probably next arc.
Probably, yeah. Did you have an issue with the result?
Not at all. Yeah. No, actually, because then it's a whole argument. Oh, did he lose his Luke? Did he lose his?
Oh, it would have been horrible. Yeah, the backlash people would have had. I know there's some people upset about Luke winning again, but to me, he wasn't in control. He doesn't have any memory.
Yeah.
So if someone said to me, yeah, I mean, Luke won, but he didn't really beat Yuo, I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue it.
I just also think it's a little overblown how many wins Rook has. I think people get a little too intense about, let's wait for the loss. When is he getting it? I mean, as someone doing legacy reviews and going through that, I mean, those protagonists are basically invincible at the part of the show.
The first 3,
they never, ever lose. It's so rare.
Doesn't happen
And
often.
so it's this is what it is. I mean, he's the protagonist in the manga. He's the secondary protagonist of the show. I mean, you're ready. If you want losses, you're getting plenty with Yuga. So, I'm okay with it. It's okay. He's our heavy hitter.
To me, it's very fun now because now Luke is 15-0. And to me, I said it in my review, I'll say it again, for anyone that's a fan of WWE or knows about WWE, there was a wrestler called The Undertaker, who's one of the best of all time, who had a streak at WrestleMania where he won at 21 straight WrestleMania matches, and he was 21-0. And they started acknowledging the streak, I think, when he was 7 or 8-0, and that was one of the biggest selling points every single year. Is this going to be the year Undertaker loses? And everyone had their eyes glued, wondering when it was going to happen, and eventually it did happen. We were actually over here watching it when he lost to Lesnar, and I want that moment to be just as impactful when Luke loses. This right now is one of the most fascinating and one of the most interesting selling points of the show, so because of that reason, I don't have an issue with it.
No, not at all.
And I really do believe a loss is coming. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who have the fear that he's going undefeated. He's going to lose.
He's going to lose.
It wouldn't surprise me if he loses a couple times before this show's over. But right now, it is so fascinating, and it's one of the biggest, whether you love it or hate it, it's one of the biggest, most polarizing talking points. And I'm a storyteller. I love that story, and it's fascinating to keep an eye on.
I agree.
Yeah.
I very much agree.
We have to talk about the end of the aftermath of this duel,
of course,
because to me, massive plot implications.
I think it might have been my favorite part.
The aftermath of this duel. We see the drone flying around in the woods.
Yeah.
To me, that implies that the drone was the one controlling the Lukeman.
I think it's a possibility.
And then we see Mimi make the comment, "Where have I seen that Lukeman mask before?"
Yep.
Which was it in the vault or something?
Exactly.
At
Bingo.
Do you remember that scene where she wanted to look more hip, and she went down into the basement? She was like, none of these masks are cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Probably was in that vault.
Probably was.
And does that mean that the drone was the one controlling Luke? I mean, what do you make of the final moments there?
Are we going to start speculating?
I think we have to start speculating.
Actually, before we do that,
Okay.
I just want to read something.
Fair segment.
Okay.
Just as a quick aside, we had a $50 donation from Dylan Adams.
Holy shit.
I feel like I want to get that out of the way.
No, thank you. Yeah, anytime that happens, just stop me. Make me shut up. Dylan, thank you so much. That is the biggest donation we have gotten on a 7's Up in a very long time. Yeah. Dylan Adams, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great because he has the same name as me, so that already makes him a cool dude, but Thank you so much, man. Holy shit. What'd he say?
He said, I haven't been able to make the last couple streams because of work, but I'm glad I can finally listen to you lovely people ramble about Yu-Gi-Oh! Again.
Hey, Dylan, you know what? You're lovely, man. We love you being here. And the nice thing about this segment, at least I hope it's nice, is that it always goes up on the channel,
of course,
regardless. So even if you're not able to make it because of work, you can always listen to it in the car. You can, you know, after we're done streaming. But Dylan, geez, man, that's a huge donation, Dylan.
I was like, yeah, my eyes. I was like, oh my god,
it's my brother's b-day gift. I'm my brother's b-day today. So thank you so much.
And
Dylan.
you're gonna give him the $50.
I'm gonna give him as a gift. No, I'm kidding. I already gave him a gift.
Dylan, you can put it into the puzzle box.
Into the puzzle box. Dylan, thank you, my man. Thank you. You rock, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast.
What's up, Dredge?
How you doing, Dredge?
Dredge is here.
So as far as speculation, I don't want to say
any theories.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was set up.
You think the whole duel was set up?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of all the pieces kind of fall together, and it leads into a much bigger conspiracy any theory that I have. But we'll starting with the small one.
Does it have to do with the girl from episode 2?
No.
Okay.
The mask, the Goha, drone helmet sent to Rook to sort of control him with the card. Of course, how else is he getting a fusion card, and how else is he getting taken away, other than by the drone helmet coming and going?
So Yuo has multiple fusions.
Multiple fusions.
Okay.
Feigned surprise through the game, expected Yudon to turn on him, and overthrew him. But why did it have to be Luke? Sixth sibling. He hasn't met him. Not the real deal.
It wasn't
the real deal.
It
adds onus to that.
I haven't met the real deal.
Yeah.
It wasn't the real deal. And why did he?
He's not. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not.
Fuck, man. I just don't know what to think anymore, right? When this season first started, I really was convinced it was Yuga. I was on the Yuga train.
Of course, very much.
As this
we
arc
said that when we analyzed the openings.
Right, and as this arc has gone on, I've kind of slowly left that train.
I have also
because it just doesn't.
This doesn't feel like it.
Yeah,
No.
it feels like it would be kind of out of nowhere. But Luke, we know a lot about his backstory. But there's also that just weird element to his character.
And it's so Luke focused.
That line is fascinating.
Right.
I haven't met the real deal yet.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a fascinating
And
line.
how would he have not had the pin before the meeting with Yudon? But
So if you go at the very beginning of the episode when he's spying on the meeting, you actually see him with the pin.
So he already had.
He had the pin before the duel.
Didn't realize.
So he did have the pin
All right.
before the duel.
All right. I'll concede to that.
But that's it. So you're fully on board now that Rook is the sixth sibling.
Not fully on board, but I think it makes for interesting storytelling.
I still think it's another person.
Well, we're gonna talk siblings by cell hold,
but that ending scene I think was really, I love that part of the episode. I love the whole episode, but that part sold it for me just because Yuo, he still wins, and that's what I was afraid of. I was really nervous there in that second because I was just like, okay, he lost. There's basically only Yudon left. He's technically an antagonist, but I don't feel like he's gonna take up the mantle here and be the main person to go against the group. So how is Yuo gonna solidify himself as still that threat, that actual villain that I feel is evil? And he did exactly that. He kind of cured all my worries in 30 seconds, saying he had the pin, that it was kind of treason, basically.
Yep.
It's treason then, a little Star Wars, I think.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
of Yudon, and taking away his presidency, because him also hacking Proprietress to spy on the meeting itself, I thought was
genius.
4D chess, man. He's been ready for everything. He had a feeling they would do that, so he had preparations made for that, and he knew everything to set up it. And where is even Yudon? Is he back on Earth with the rest of the siblings? Is he locked in a prison on the ship? I mean, we see him fall through a comedic trap hole, basically.
Bottomless pit.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean for that character? And I think Yuo also strategically did that, because I don't think it's a coincidence that Yudon is the last one, because he is been described as the most intelligent. Yuo might be the most cunning, but on paper, book smarts, Yudon is that.
I agree.
And I think he's the biggest threat to Yuo in that way.
Agree.
And so that's what I wouldn't be surprised if he's imprisoned on the ship, so he can't create more commotion down with the rest of the siblings and our group.
Wow.
That'd be-
that's what I took of
I
that
very
scene.
much agree with that.
That'd be pretty intense.
Because it's clear that he's probably the most intelligent next to Yuo. And if he was to
I mean, he thought he won for a second until Yuo one-upped him again.
Yeah, it's so funny because Yuo acted in the beginning, like when he gave him his badge, he like looked all upset, and he knew he was fine.
So
it was the Uno reverse card.
It was the Uno reverse card.
I want the OST of his theme.
Oh yeah, him and Yuka's theme are the
so
two best.
good.
Him and Yuka's themes are the two best. I want to press you on this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that this whole duel was set up and conspired by Yuo and the drone?
I don't know if it was set up for him purposely to lose. I think he set it up as a failsafe. I think if he won, he's like, awesome. I took out Rook, the Lukeman, whatever the hell it is. I'm up 4-3. And I'll deal with Yudon later. Or, if I lose, I get rid of Yudon anyway. And so, like, either way, I win. And I think that was Yuo's intention where he's playing this 40 chess. Like, either way, I'm going to win. And I think it works to his advantage because, hey, if I lose, I got Luke to reveal all of his important cards. I know he has a fusion now. I'll just pray for that next time.
Yeah.
And so it's just all in the makings of what he's setting up to do that.
Yeah.
And now I think Yuo can theoretically assume, hey, all these other people, if he could get a fusion, everyone's going to get one. I just need to be ready for that now.
So you don't think he got a fusion from the drone? You think he might have gotten a fusion from the meteor?
I think it's a possibility, yeah.
I guess it's never confirmed when Luke is looking for the fusion after the duel. It's never confirmed whether it's there or not. Like, Luke doesn't say, oh, it's gone. But he's frantically looking for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, he got it from Yuo when it was all set up, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it was just kind of fate. I mean, these things usually happen to someone like Rook.
Well, what's so weird is in the Lukeman comic that he drew, because they showed it on screen for a little bit. In the Lukeman comic, there's a shot of Luke looking out of a castle, assumingly his home, and looking at a meteor, a blue meteor, which is what happens. And he drew this when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So, like, what is going on?
I know, and that connects with the Sevens book that Swirly found. I mean, there's like a prophecy going on.
There's like something supernatural going on in this show. And I feel like they really are setting up for a massive payoff, and I hope that they hit it. And obviously, the biggest, I guess, potential payoff is next episode when we get the 6th sibling revealed. Well, listen, guys, a lot is happening here in the show, and I think it's time for a little buy, sell, hold segment.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
All right. So if you guys do not know this game, it is called buy, sell, hold. I am going to give a theory that is going around in the community that a lot of people are talking about, and I am going to ask these gentlemen. We assume that they are basically they're in on the theory. Mm-hmm. We're gonna say they're gonna have to tell me whether they want to buy more of it, so they're really, really even now more on board with it. Whether they hold, whether they're like, my opinion on it hasn't really changed. I still think it's doable, but nothing's really paved the way for me to think more about that. Right. Or whether they're gonna sell it because they think it's so ridiculous that it's just never gonna happen.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You have the sounds queued up?
Yep.
It's time for Buy, Sell, Hold, where we listen to your cracked out Yu-Gi-Oh theories and we tell you to buy. I want you to buy. Sell. Sell. Hold. Hold, please.
So,
how'd you end this?
I messed up, I'm not going to lie.
Premature.
So, the first...
Hey.
Hold on.
It's time.
Hold on.
This happens every time.
That's why we need the soundboard.
Yep.
We do need the soundboard. This is just not working properly. It's not working the way it was intended to work.
Come on, man.
It's time.
Okay, there we go.
Hold
okay,
together.
Sorry. Okay, I'm here now. Okay, the first buy, sell, hold, and you guys in the chat spam buy, sell, or hold. Rook will lose before the arc ends in episode 67. Buy, sell, hold.
Do you want to take this one first?
I'm selling that. I don't see that happening here. I mean, how many episodes we got? 4?
We have 5 left. Yes.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think there's a possibility that the story of this definitely leaks over, meaning Yuo as well. I think is going to be still some kind of pivotal factor in the next arc, but no, I don't see Rook or the Lukeman for that matter losing. No.
I'm gonna sell it.
Sell.
Pretty much for exactly the same reasons as Pete. I mean, I think he will lose towards the end of this sort of plot point, but I think it's going to continue through the end of this arc.
Yeah,
it's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be possible because...
So you're holding?
I might even be buying.
Oh,
Wow.
say it with conviction.
All right, I'm gonna buy.
All right.
Bye.
I need a soundboard. I'm gonna buy this. I actually do think that Luke is gonna lose before the arc ends. I think we've had so much focus on him already, and I think that we are just gonna have more focus on him going forward. And I do think that he is going to lose to Yuo if they do have a rematch, or he's gonna lose to Yuga if he's the sixth sibling. It really comes down to whether, do you believe there's validity in him being the sixth sibling? I do. I'm not fully convinced it's him, but right now I'm more leaning him than anyone else in this show, including a new character. And if he's the sixth sibling, I think he will end up being defeated. And so I think that there is a decent chance, especially 64 is a family of gears. I think we're going to keep focus on him. If he duels Tiger, I think he could be in trouble. I think there's a good chance that he loses before this arc ends.
So if he's the sixth sibling, in your mind, if that happens, you think he's going to lose like that quickly after that reveal? I feel like that would be something that goes into the next arc. That's a huge deal.
That'd be a very big deal.
I agree with you. I don't have much confidence in this show to carry on conflicts arc to arc.
That's fair.
They wrap things
is
up
fair.
and they move on to a new
They're going to
group.
wrap it up in
We've had the same and I want you guys to think about it. The same exact discussions about Asana's group, about Nail. Remember when they lost to Nail and there were 3 episodes left and we were like, the score is
how are they going to get these
5
losses?
to 2, and then Otis just gives them 3, and then Yuga Nail, and that's it. We've had the same discussion many times on this podcast.
But things can change.
Things can change, and I hope that they
But
do.
the players are the same.
But right now, I want them to show me that it'll change. So I buy into that. But what's most of the chat saying? Probably sell, right?
There's a lot of sell. There's a lot of holds as well.
It's interesting. The sixth sibling will be a brand new character. Buy, sell, or hold.
I'm gonna buy. I mean, it's what I voted last week. It's I think it's just the most likely. I mean, did I just sort of contradict myself because of what I said earlier? Maybe a little, but I mean, I'm just kind of spitting ball a little bit.
It's good to spitball.
Yeah. So. But I really do think it's just most likely someone we haven't met. It just expands the universe a bit more.
I'm going to go hold here.
Okay.
And I was definitely buy last week, and I feel like that's still the way it could be. But the focus here on Rook and the point that Nick T made, I mean, I think it adds some validity there. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these shows, they like to stay in-house with the characters we have. It feels like that could be a real possibility.
Well, not only, if you're betting for it to not be a brand new character, it doesn't just have to be Rook. You're also putting stock in the fact that it could end up being Yuga.
Yeah.
I mean, Yuga, even though there hasn't been anything like weird necessarily that's happened to him on the level of Luke, we don't know anything about his upbringing.
Yeah.
It would be much easier to explain Yuga being the sibling than it would be Luke.
Definitely.
Much easier.
Did you think it was an interesting thing that we peered a little bit more into Rook and Tiger's life and that they seem to be freaking rich? I mean, they had an army of people just
helicopters
that said, yeah, it was like our family's people.
Well,
so
we've also got that a little bit in the
like,
Asana episode where they're basically on an estate where Luke got lost. Yeah. It's like, which building could he be in? It's like, what?
Yeah,
what
it seems like they're white collar. They got some money.
They got some money.
Man, that's so unfortunate that Caliber's not here tonight.
We could have really bagged on him.
Well, he came from money.
Silver spoon.
Yeah.
I feel like we actually got to look into
Salaryman Cal. Exactly.
We got a look into it initially in the photograph because the house behind the old man and Rook is enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some money there.
There was always hints that they came from money, but that was confirmed in this episode. And also, the respect that Tiger has for Yuga to not beat the hell out of him after he electrocuted her, that was good to see.
Hold on.
Oh, right?
Hold on
she could have easily.
I'm going to help you out here for a second. I just had a moment. A brain blast, as Jimmy Neutron would say.
Boycott Apple.
This man, exactly. This man and Luke, right, and Tiger, they appear to be rich, as we said, right? A theory I had is we need to explore more of what happened with the Mutsubas and how Goha started, right?
Of course, yeah.
What if his grandfather, all that, what if that was Luke's family? And they gained their wealth off the backs of screwing Asana's family. they rose there, and then that could tie him in more to being the sixth sibling because he's been part of Goha's creation since the beginning.
I'd never thought about that. That'd be fascinating.
Dude,
if they go
that
route.
would be.
Yeah,
I was just
love
thinking
that.
of that. That was
That'd
crazy.
be
It's a possibility.
Yeah, no, it'd be fascinating. I hope we do learn more about the creation and the beginnings.
I
of
very much agree. There's a deep history there.
Absolutely. So they're both buying and Pete's holding on the sixth sibling will be a new character. Buy, sell, or hold. Yuga's team will ultimately lose to the six Goha siblings.
Ooh.
That one's hard, dude.
Right now, Yuga's team leads 4-3. Yuga's team will ultimately lose to the six Goha siblings.
Hold.
Okay.
Hold, please.
I wanted to buy so badly because I think it would be such an interesting way to end the arc and then continue it in like in a different capacity, whether it's space now or like whatever. I would love to see it. I think it'd be.
You want them to lose?
I think it would just be really great storytelling.
Yeah.
If we had our whole team end up like try as they may, end up losing, and then something serious happens with the sixth sibling.
Yeah. Pete, what are you doing?
It's against every inclination in my body, but I'm going to buy this.
Bye.
Yes, it doesn't make any sense that we always wrap up arcs. Our heroes always win, but there's just something different in the air, I feel, that with the limited time we have left, whether it's Rook, whether it's an existing character, whether it's a new character, that Yuo is still the threat. And so I feel like dispatching him is what this arc will accomplish, along with introducing the sixth sibling. I don't feel like there's enough time to beat him and the sixth sibling. I feel like we're in a situation here, if we were arc style of a Lightning Bowman here, where we get through Lightning here to have a whole other arc of Bowman. Like, it just more extended, obviously, in this case.
Right.
I just feel like that's what we're building up to, and I think it would just be a breath of fresh air for the show if they twist it a little bit, because the end of arcs here have been very predictable.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes. I want them to change it up.
So neither of them are selling that Yuga's team will ultimately lose. Pete is buying into that, and Nick T is holding. What is most of the chat saying? Probably a lot of sells, right?
There's a lot of sells.
Yeah. I would sell
sells,
too.
A lot of holds.
I would sell too. I can't see Yuga's team losing, but hopefully they shock me there. But this is kind of a fun one that I've seen a few people discuss. Buy, sell, or hold. Swirly will never lose a duel.
There's more on the surface there when you think about it.
Right, because will he ever duel again?
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, he'll duel again.
I'm selling.
Okay.
Sell.
Of course he's gonna lose. I mean, like, they're gonna end him with a perfect record.
You don't have to convince me. I'm not the one who made this theory.
Yes, you just wrote it. You wrote it down while we were talking.
Aspen Treasure. Pete, what are you doing?
I'm selling that
Okay.
one. I feel like Luke has more of a chance to be undefeated. Even I don't think he's going to do that. I don't see them giving two characters close to perfect records. And I feel like it's a way to build that character if he eventually loses. Honestly, if he even duels anyone good. I mean, who the hell has he faced? No one.
That's part of it. I would hold that because I genuinely can see Swirly not being a big player in this story. I can see him maybe dueling one or two more times.
I'm losing one of those.
And I think he could win both of them.
Oh my god.
And I think
So you're buying this then?
I'm holding.
Okay.
I'm holding because I just don't believe he will be a major player. And so for that reason, if he only duels one or two more times in this story, I can see him winning both, and that's it.
It's fair.
And he never had an important duel. You can go undefeated and not have an important duel.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I look at someone like Rin in Arc 5. Technically, Rin went undefeated. She dueled once and she won.
So did Taya.
So did Taya. I mean, you have these examples, so I think that is a little more interesting. Obviously, if Swirly dueled a good duelist, he would lose.
Of course.
I'm not trying to argue that he's a good duelist, but
Are you sure?
I think there's intrigue there that, will he duel again? That's basically the question.
Yeah, fair.
Another segment, buy, sell, hold, the last question we have for you guys, and this is kind of an interesting one. He's always the forgotten man, but he's never that far from the action. Buy, sell, hold. Otis will be a major factor in these next 5 episodes.
He's been gone.
He's been gone. But he always appears at the end of arcs, and it's like, hey, it was me the whole time. I'm buying.
Bye.
I mean, it's every single time. Oh, who's behind the scenes at the tournament? Oh, it's Otis. Look at it. I mean, even before the end of the arc, actually, for that part. But
the only one that
he's on
really,
the blue. No, he isn't.
The only arc that he really didn't have that big of a role in at the end. The Nail arc he was around because he had beef with Nail, and he talked to Roman Gakuto and helped them out. And ultimately, that's what created Yuga's maximum. Was the Asana arc, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being present.
Barely there.
So there was one arc. But the other three.
But this is so closely tied. I mean, because that really had not much to do with Goha.
Right.
This has very much to do with Goha.
Right.
And he, you know.
I would buy into it.
Yeah.
I think Otis will show up before this arc wraps up.
I'm buying it as well. He has a deep connection to the top of Goha. This is the top of Goha, especially with the 6 sibling. He has a connection to the robot.
Yep.
And being there, they're torturing the robot. I just feel like that's the appropriate way to end the arc in some way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more that I didn't write down, and hopefully the chat is enjoying. A lot of buys.
Like
a lot of buys, a few holds as well.
Yeah, a few holds. I know this is a game I love because I can always go back in the chat and it's a lot of fun. So last one for buy sell hold. I usually like to do 4 to 6 questions. This is one right off the cusp. The way that every character will start using fusions is that it will be thanks to Kaizo coming back with a bunch of fusion cards from space. Buy, sell, or hold. Kaizo will be the reason that fusions become mass produced and everyone gets one.
I'm gonna say buy.
Yeah.
Bye.
I feel like I think it just makes sense. He's floating in space. We know we're not gonna see him for a little bit, and then
He made the joke.
he did make the joke. He broke the fourth wall. It was great. I think it'd be kind of interesting, to be honest.
What do you think?
I'm going to hold on that one. I think it's a strong possibility because of the connection to, you said it crashed into the old school up there, right?
Yeah.
Who the hell is in space right now?
Right.
But this show also has done things of like, look, I mean, Rook, whether he was given it by Yuo or the meteorite or something else, he got one without Kaizo. So I think there is a possibility for that. So I'm going to hold at the moment.
The big news that we got today in the game of Rush Duels that I wanted to talk to you guys about that pertains to that. Obviously, our main 7 have all gotten fusion monsters, and then Yuo as well. But we actually got a dinosaur fusion monster that involves, I believe, Khan's aces, right? It's not Hunt's. I believe it's Khan's monsters. You can correct me if I'm wrong about that. So that would imply that maybe Khan will be back. Remember, the leader of the Dino
he's
Club.
kind of forgotten about
Well, I mean, Hunt is actually, I think that's the only group where the main guy that dueled from it has not been the most important
not the prominent character.
Is not the prominent character.
Yeah.
So it seems like fusions are coming not only to our main core, but to some of the side characters as well. If you believe that Dino Fusion monster, which I love dinos, I love that card. It came out today, a few hours ago. Will show up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. So that's interesting.
I like to think that unlike Maximums, this is going to be something that's sort of mass produced. It's going to be like a big part of the game for everybody.
Oh, I agree. And
I think that's great.
I think they didn't want to give maximums to a lot of characters. And they didn't want to give multiple maximums to a lot of characters. I think Yuga is the only one that has multiple maximums.
He is.
But because of the way that fusions are going to work with specific material, and they're not going to be, I think, overpowered nearly at the same level of a maximum, I think you can give multiple fusions to every character. I think fusions are going to be a staple in almost every Rush Duel going forward after this arc. I really do. But guys, that was Buy, Sell, Hold. We like to play this game every month or so, every maybe 5-6 weeks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That might be the last Buy, Sell, Hold for the arc. We don't know, but we will see. We like to do it when there's only like 3 of us, because if there's 4 or 5, it can get a little bloated. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I mean, is there anything else about the episode that you guys want to touch on?
I'm trying to think.
I feel like we did a pretty good job of covering everything.
Yeah, we covered
all the important
meeting,
things.
the duel, the end.
The voice acting.
Voice acting.
There
Was
was,
there
something
anything- was there
that I
anything
don't
else?
remember now. I'll think of
Did it
it.
have to do with Tiger?
No. But
Okay.
it was interesting, though, that when they kind of low-key insulted her at the beginning, and then, like, she didn't punch, Like
When
Yuga
did they
in the
insult
face.
her?
There was a line of something like, let me look it up. But there was like a low key like thing that she would have taken as an insult, and she actually did not, which was shocking. I'll find it.
Yeah, she was. She was interesting this episode. But yeah,
I like when she's a little more sympathetic.
yeah, she's sympathetic in her
Like
own way.
you
She
know,
cares.
she's hard on Rook, but she does care.
Yeah,
Of
she
course
does
she
care.
cares.
Absolutely. The scene where Tiger and Yuga were walking next to each other.
Oh my god! I saw.
I think it was.
Entame
Yeah, I think that's where
on Twitter. I mean, the height disparity is insane, and I know obviously girls usually grow faster than boys, but like
I think she's
Holy-
double. I think she's double his height. I mean,
Dude.
it's funny. It's really funny. But they have. I don't know. I feel like they have a fun, like a nice dynamic. They have like I feel like what a healthy brother sister dynamic
Yeah.
should be. Like I feel like Tiger is kind of like
There's
taken
some
to Yuga
respect
as like a
there.
younger brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was the moment. It wasn't a line. It was the moment where Yuga's road electrocutes
Yes.
her. She didn't beat the shit out
I
of him.
was shocked.
Which I was shocked.
But it
She
shows.
didn't even yell at him.
But it shows
No.
how much she respects
Yeah,
Yuga.
that's what it was.
Anyone else, she's beating the hell out of.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Guys,
if that was Rook, he's dead.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So here's what we're going to do, chat. We are going to read some super chats, some donations from you lovely people, if we have any. Do we have any?
We have a lot.
Perfect. So we are going to start getting through those. We're going to do that for about 10 minutes, and then we are going to read the episode 63 summary. I was really hoping we would get the 64 summary by now. We do not. 63 summary is out. We are going to read it. We are going to analyze it, and we are going to make our final predictions on who we believe the sixth sibling is. That'll be exciting. There's no pick-em because we don't know who's dueling. It seems like Roa could be dueling Rook. Seems like that could be the duel, which would actually be a pretty insane duel if it's happening, but who really knows? So you don't want to miss that. But let's do some donations.
You want to start with the link?
I'll do a few link ones. And to anyone that donated, thank you. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $1 donation. Yuo misplayed. He should have activated the trap on regular Dragears and could have won. Do you think the other siblings will forgive Yuo at the end? Is the drone manipulating Yuo? Would you consider Tiger... yeah, I don't know if the drone is manipulating Yuo. I like to think that it's not. Because then if the drone's manipulating Yuo, it almost feels like it's a situation where like Lightning just kind of got all the blame and bad events shoehorned on him at the end of Reigns. So I hope that's not the case.
I agree.
But we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. And Dark Emperor J, thank you. Currybo, thank you for the $1 donation. Haven't been able to make the stream due to finishing up my new EP and finishing Vrains. I didn't think Vrains was bad, but I thought it didn't have that much character development, and the only phenomenal part was the Ai Yusaku duel. That was a very good duel.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's a lot of other duels I loved in that show too.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Revolver, the one right before it, Revolver Soulburner,
Yeah.
to me is one of the best duels of all time. It's phenomenal. But thank you, Curry Boy, and thank you for being here. Javier Moto, thank you for the $1 donation. Still disappointed that Luke won, but like you say, if Luke lost against Yuo while he was mind-controlled, the whole community would have went up in wildfire, which is true. Just hoping Season 2 is where he gets his loss. No Way Home trailer hype, yeah. That's Spider-Man No Way
Oh my
Home. We
God, it's
reacted to
amazing.
it.
Dude.
It's on Clueless Gamers, Pete's channel. Javier, yeah, I think this wasn't the right moment for him to lose. I hope he loses. And I think he will lose.
Yeah.
It'll happen at some point.
Yeah, I think it could happen before this arc ends, which I think will surprise people, but we'll see. I think that's a new name as well. So Javier, welcome to the streams.
Heck yeah.
Raul Roa Roman, I believe that's a new name as well. Thank you, Raul, for the $5 donation. Hey guys, I think I cracked who the sixth man is. I from Vrains.
Oh my God.
I like this guy.
No.
Mind melting.
Dark
that would be.
attribute related to drones and I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, it is obvious.
It is
That's
obvious.
funny, man. I love funny theories like that,
Oh, man.
Roa Roman. Thank you so much for the donation. Do you want to read a couple through the super chat?
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm going to get a water in the meantime.
Here, go get a water. We have 5 Rael from Kyle Caesar Campos.
Thank you, Kyle.
This was one of my least favorite episodes. Interesting. Luke winning wasn't the problem. The duel itself was a bit out of nowhere. Anyway, I liked the Tiger and Yuo in the episode.
Yeah,
I can see where you're coming. I mean, that's a valid
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, everyone's got their opinions. I mean, I loved it.
thought it was
It was
great.
one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
I really enjoyed it.
But, you know, everyone is going
I can see where you're coming from with feeling like the duel was coming out of nowhere, but I think if you consider the context of it possibly being set up on purpose, especially with like the meteor maybe being a Goha drone helmet, and I think that context gives it more
This was also one of the first duels in a very long time that we didn't know who was dueling when we went in. Right. So I think that could have added to the whiplash of this duel, because it's a big duel. It's a very big duel.
It is a big duel.
But I think you have to. I think Kaio, if you knew what duel was, if you knew this was happening before the episode aired, I think you might feel a little differently. But hey, we all got our opinions, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's A-okay.
Absolutely.
Copy paste this one in, and so then we have $5 from Jack Knight.
Thank you, Jack.
He said, "Hey gang, liked the episode. Didn't mind the Lukeman win against Yuo. I liked how Yugioh tried to do what he did. Dylan, have you seen the trailer I sent?"
I still haven't watched it. Jack, I am so sorry, man. This month has been absolutely hell for me, because not only am I obviously working my other job, but I'm uploading a video every single day this month. I'm still streaming pretty much regularly. I know I took last night off from Twitch, but it's just been very, very busy. So I have not been around really at all, because I'm just putting so much energy into work stuff on a lot of different fronts. Jack, I promise I will get to it. I'm sorry I have not watched it yet, but thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, Jack. Moving back to some links. Sanadvon, thank you for the $2 donation. The man is back in WWE. The Luke man is back in Sevens. And unfortunately, a lot of people seem to be upset about both. Something about the opening scene just killed me, though. Why is there a yacht on the roof?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Those two girls are around for freaking everything.
How do they see it all?
Every time. They're like, I don't know. I guess it's the joke comedy characters of the audience.
Yeah.
Like
they're
represented.
us. You're like, wait, what?
It's the fourth wall, like Deadpool. Like they're always there, no matter what.
Yeah.
And you see all their vehicles that are just stashed on the roof. I thought that was
It's
really
like, okay,
funny.
two of those make sense.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute.
I guess Eugene's is the yacht, you would imagine,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
The
definitely.
sea.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It's a strange group of presidents.
They're a weird group.
Yeah, very quirky guys.
I'd say, yeah, I'm happy Becky Lynch is back. It was a cool return.
Oh, she came back?
She did come back, yes.
Yeah.
SummerSlam. See, but
Similarly, CM Punk
And-
is
yeah,
confirmed
in AEW.
for AEW, so
Yeah.
it's a good time to be alive.
It's a good time to be a fan, yeah, definitely. X-Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. Have you seen Dino Fusion coming to Rush Duel? I did, X-Slayer. Maybe Khan or Mike, or I'm sorry, maybe Khan or Hunt are coming back to Duel later on in Season 2. I don't believe so. I believe, well, no, I believe Khan will. I don't think Hunt will, though.
He's been a forgotten character. I mean, he's just gone. He got a maximum and it just disappeared from the show. He's the only character with a maximum that is just not around anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm not a big
smirk at him
fan
like that? Why?
of Hunt. No, I'm just talking about Hunt.
He's just...
He's like, he had a grin as you were
Yeah,
talking. It's
it's
kind of
just-
weird.
Sean,
Yeah, I agree. That's all I have to say about that.
Sean, thank you for the 1111, my man. Wake a wish. Thank you, Sean Gilbride, for the 1111 donation. Bro, I'm convinced Yuo is for sure the final villain of Sevens at this point. Wow, I don't
That would be
Final?
insane.
I don't agree with that, Sean. But I think what Sean is trying to say in a way, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is this is the first real villain of
Yeah,
Sevens.
thank God. It's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first real villain.
Anytime he's on screen, I'm immediately glued.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
I'm
It's-
already watching. What is he doing? What is he scheming? And when he lost, I was like, he's gonna have a way out of this somehow.
Oh, yeah, and he did. Oh,
Yep.
he did.
Yeah, I actually think that him losing and him still getting what he wanted makes him more threatening than if he just won.
Absolutely.
Right. It's easy to get what
Because
you
now
want when
you're
you
like,
win.
no matter what, even if he loses,
How you gonna get rid of him?
how's he gonna retaliate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
He's rising very quickly up my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's-
rankings.
Yeah, he really
He's
is.
been handled very well.
Imagine if he was the last villain and like they somehow kept it on the wrap that the show ends in like 10 episodes.
Oh my God.
I
I mean,
mean,
his career would be
bro.
over.
We'd be done.
be done.
That'd be it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people. I talked to someone the other day, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be really awesome at this year's Jump Festa when they announced Yu-Gi-Oh! 8. And I was like, yeah, I don't really think that's going to happen. They're like, no, dude, I'm pretty sure it definitely will. I think Sevens is going to end in a few months. I'm like, all right.
Where I got that from?
I disagree with you. But like there are still a lot of people out there that believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is ending in March of 2022, even though I do not think that will be the case at all.
That'd be crazy. It would be what, like 90 episodes?
probably be about
100?
90
Yeah, I
episodes.
mean, that'd be insane.
To me, it's definitely going at least 3, but
Yeah, I don't see that.
we'll see. We'll see. Well, I guess we'll find out a lot at Jump Festa.
Oh, yeah.
Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. It's not going to happen, but I would love to see Tiger beat up Yuo. I mean, she almost did.
Almost
when
did.
she was on the ship.
Breaking up. Yeah.
Yuo sent the that medieval device at her, and
Yeah.
Dude,
she smiled and destroyed it.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
When that medieval torture chamber was
Yeah, I
coming
made
out
it,
at her,
yeah.
she was smiling.
Yeah.
Because she was excited that she was going to be able
There
to
might be
destroy it.
something wrong with her.
I think she definitely needs to go to anger management.
Definitely.
I think she has some anger issues.
Yeah.
But
I have more questions
that's why we
about
love her.
how those two kids were raised, given that they both have some serious issues.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm questioning the parents. At
well,
this
you've
point.
seen, when you have like an estate, usually
Yeah.
it's a very hands-off approach. Maybe
Yeah.
the nanny's raising.
That's what I'm thinking was happening.
Yeah.
They destroyed Goa.
I mean, their parents are too busy,
Yeah. In the money.
in the money, exactly.
Laura28, Laura, thank you for the donation. Really liked the episode. I was out of the train of Yuga being the sixth sibling, but I bought a tinfoil hat from Entame, and now I'm back. Maybe it's a crazy theory, but I'm having so much fun with it that I hope it becomes true. Wish you the best. Laura, thank you so much for the donation. You can go back to some supers after this. Yeah, listen, I believe that it's still very viable. I really do. I don't think it's a tinfoil hat theory because of the opening.
Yeah.
Because of the opening, because of early foreshadowing it, like Roman saying, oh, Yuga would never work for Goha.
It could happen.
That's some foreshadowing to me that potentially he will, but he would work for Goha if his team lost. He doesn't have to be the sixth sibling to work for Goha.
Yep.
So you could look at it from that angle as well. We don't know a lot about his backstory. It would be easier to explain than a Luke. Laura, it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely doing a watch along this Saturday. That's 100% happening. Hopefully you guys come by for it. 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're starting the pre-show.
Maybe some big stuff.
That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm very looking forward to it. So next we have $2 from Blake Engelbrecht.
Thank you, Blake.
Rush Duel got a trailer today. Yes.
Yes. We watched it.
We watched it. No dialogue or anything, right? It was all visual and music, and it looked awesome.
It is like a roaming sort of open world game where you can like walk around the classroom and walk around like the schoolyard
And talk to the students and
talk
then
to
you
the
talk to
students.
them.
Thank you
That's cool.
I'm gonna have some
for
fun
the
on this
dono.
with that. I hope you
Oh,
can play
God.
as Tiger. I know you can. I would love it'd be cool if
You're
they
gonna
make
try
a
to
mod
beat up
like a GTA
students?
mod.
Dylan's gonna
So you could beat up students with
Don't-
Tiger's bassoon?
Dylan's gonna create like imagined like false narratives between like the characters. He's like, yeah, this kid spit in my lunch, and then it's like,
No, I know him. I know. I just let
Hey,
him know.
we're gonna have some fun with that game on Twitch when it comes out. So definitely follow me on Twitch if you don't already. But yeah, Ace, very excited to see that game get released.
Yeah.
Hoping we get a date.
He'll be running predictions. Do you think this character will retaliate when I push him? Yes or no?
he's
I'm
get banned from
gonna
Twitch
straight
right
up bully Nail.
Yeah.
Why Nail? He
Bro,
could
he will
literally
drop a satellite on your house.
he could literally end the world. That's it. Humanity.
I don't know if that's the bear you want to be poking.
Yeah, who's like a wimp? You can go after.
Not a lot of them.
You could probably go after.
You could
Gakuto.
abuse Swirly. You
yeah.
could abuse this.
Swirly, I don't think will be in the game.
You could abuse
The
him.
Goa siblings aren't in the game.
Probably Gakuto. Unfortunately, he's kind of a pushover. Other than when it's his duties.
Yeah,
it's
but
great.
I like Gakuto.
I love
don't wanna-
Gakuto.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
not
good
saying you
point.
should. I'm not
Janet
saying
said
you
you're
should.
going to abuse Hunt.
Oh my God, is Hunt in the game? Oh please, please tell me Hunt is in the game.
Dono.
Oh God, if he's in the game, chat, we're gonna have some fun with that game.
Oh god.
Oh my God.
God, he's getting banned off Twitch.
That's it. Bullying children. And it's like, I didn't. It's a game.
Hey, listen, he's he's a slippery guy.
He's a sleazy guy.
You have more in common with him than you think.
for
Like,
the dono.
That is one of the most insulting things you've ever said.
Remember,
to
we
me.
talked about it last
Oh,
week.
I know. That is one of the most insulting things anyone has ever said to me. That I remind you of Mike.
I've seen some of your dealings.
I listen. You guys are nuts.
You sold in high school drinks just like he was selling some fake Maximum.
But I
bars.
never at any point said to you guys, "I'm better than you," and I no longer want. You know what?
The kids in school heralded you as like a god.
No, they did not. They heralded me as the guy with curls that sold
Wasn't
drinks.
there that moment in the cafeteria when I walked up to you and I was like, "Hi, sir." I was like, "I'm just looking to buy that vanilla Coke," and you had those two large gentlemen that assaulted me and took me out of the cafeteria.
No.
I
I
remember.
kind
No,
of remember
I
that
tended you-
vaguely. I had a lot of like brain.
No,
I had to
you're-
stitch
you're
up your
getting-
eyebrow.
Yeah.
No, you're getting me confused with Fetty Wap and the two guys that brought you out.
I don't think so. I was a
No.
lot younger at that
No,
stage.
no, that's what you're thinking of. Next story.
So we have $5 Australian from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
hopefully this duel makes it clear that Rook is the best duelist in Sevens, beating Yuga, Yujin, and now Yuo.
I mean, I even without this win, I thought he was.
Yeah. I think it's been pretty clear.
After he beat Yuga
Again.
round 2, that for me was confirmation that he's the best at this point.
And he beat him with a maximum.
And he did
Let's
not
not
have
forget
a
that.
max. Yeah. That to me was enough to say, all right, Rook's the best duelist in the show.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying that.
Yeah.
Yuga, honestly, I don't even know if he's in my top 5 anymore.
Like pound for pound dueling, like take
Power
out the
rankings.
story, just power rankings of who I'm confident with. Yeah, I don't think he's in my top 5.
No.
He might be 5. I might give him 5.
Yeah, he's probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, I might give him 5 actually.
We have to do, we did a power rankings segment at the end of the 4th arc. We should do it again at the end of this arc
Let's do
and
it.
do a
Yeah.
power rank. That'd be fun.
definitely down.
And I
It'll
ended up
be
being
interesting.
right the last time we did it. It was just the 2 of us.
Good on you.
I think I put Rook like 3rd or 4th,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's number 1 for me.
I ate crow on that, but I was wrong on that. He's the best duelist in the show.
Yeah. If
I
JC's
admit
here,
when I'm wrong.
I've been on the train, JC.
Yeah, I've been on the train for a long time. I think the only reason I was hesitant about that is because I don't think we needed this duel to make it clear. I think it was pretty obvious already.
Yeah, for me, I don't even consider this technically Luke winning.
That's exactly it.
That's the other aspect of it. But for me, it doesn't matter. He's still the best
He's
duelist.
just definitely the best duelist. The kid's got talent.
Yeah. Kevin, thank you so much, man.
We have $2 from Blake Engelbrecht just saying Luke is a 6th sibling.
Thank you, Ace. Well, we'll see.
Respect that.
We are going to guess. We are going to make our final. You do not want to miss that. In probably about 2 or 3 minutes, we are going to pull up the episode 63 summary, and we are going to guess and make our final predictions, chat, on who's dueling and who the 6th sibling is. You don't want to miss it. 2 more donations.
Nice. All right. And then we have $2 from XLayer64.
Thank you, X.
Javier Moda donation is me. Just forgot to change it.
Oh, thank you,
That's why
XLayer.
Javier is XLayer.
Thank you, X. Appreciate it, my friend.
My man just docks himself.
Right.
Crazy.
I literally did.
Hey, if anyone comes and approaches him, he can beat him up.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen those workout videos.
We've seen those. He's the guy's jacked.
I'm challenging him to fight Caliber. I want Caliber to be put in his place.
I'd pay him good money to fight.
It wouldn't be really a fight.
large sums.
I would feel guilty about it, actually.
I wouldn't feel guilty at all.
I'd
I
feel
would,
guilty
I
'cause
would
it's not
put
a
the
fight.
video on Clueless Gamer.
Yeah.
I would say Silver Spoon Wimp gets put in his place. That would be the title of the episode.
Oh my god.
Ay.
Ay is right. I don't even know where to. Then we have 5 more real from Caio Cesar Campos. Said it's funny that quote you can be used to one or more people. Mm-hmm. In Portuguese we have voke, but with an S. But you have it. While in Portuguese, you can only have... Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. It is gendered, but you can be... I don't know. That is crazy. I mean, language...
Yeah.
This is why I could never...
Well, it's also in the English language, too. I mean, how many times do we have a word that means different things or is spelled different? There's 3 versions of that.
True.
Like, so there's always confusing things. And then when you go into other languages, like a Portuguese...
It gets wacky.
Yeah, Spanish, anything else. There's different gender and, like... accent marks that you could put onto it that change the meaning entirely. Some are more professional, some are more casual.
Exactly, formal versus informal. Yeah, oh god. My brain hurts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Kyle, thank you, my man.
Weird, man.
Solid Snack, thank you for the $1 donation. Amazing episode. So happy to see Lukeman's fusion and Yuo being a longer thinking strategist. Reminding me of Bakura, honestly. If Sevens has one master duel, who would you want to duel in it? I already answered this question. One
that
master
was the other
duel,
day, right?
Yeah, on Twitch. One master duel. I said Otis and Swirly.
Really?
Because
Because I'd love to see some...
anybody?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Tiger Rook.
Wow. Okay. What
Yeah.
about you?
I was gonna. It's got to be Rook.
I wouldn't mind Yuga Rook either.
Yeah,
In a
me too.
master
I wouldn't.
duel.
I wouldn't.
Good
Actually,
too.
yeah.
What if I put him in a speed duel?
Do we all agree that a master duel is never going to happen in the show?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I'm very convinced.
Yeah,
It's
I'm pretty
Rush
convinced.
Duel is
Yeah.
the format of this show.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the game.
All they will do is make variations off of it. It's just
Right.
like they did with the Euron duel.
Yes.
Like it's just
yes.
not gonna happen.
But solid stack, man. We will catch up soon when August is over. But thank you for the donation, and we will get back to some donations right after this next segment. Want to thank you guys all for being here, talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, the most watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the world, in the history of the universe. That is thanks to you guys. You guys are incredible. And, of course, thanks to the team here, Pete, Nick T, Dredger Cal. You guys are all amazing. So we are going to move on to some spoiler area. We are going to move on to episode 63's summary. If for whatever reason you do not want to know anything about this summary, you can click off the video now. But I am or the stream, I should say. But I am going to be pulling it up. I believe we already have it here.
5, 4.
Yep.
Oh God, you didn't even count them down, dude.
Didn't need to.
There's never any spoiler warning here.
No.
Episode 63, The Sixth Man. The cast list, by the way, have changed for good, it seems. We are only getting the 4, Yuga, Roman, Gakuto, and Rook, and others. That's it.
So just no cast.
So just the cast.
Secret.
They are keeping it secret either purposely or just to save time for whatever reason. So,
I actually kind of prefer that, to be honest.
you know what? I was a little upset at first. I think I like it more. Because now we don't know if anyone crazy is going to show up.
It's
Right,
true.
and like I appreciate like
It's harder to navigate the episodes.
I appreciate
Yugioh.
them listing
Track Atlas.
characters for a purpose of speculation, and that's
Yes.
great. Which so we do lose that a
Thank
little, but like the
you
fact that we
for
go
the
in blind, I think is
dono.
awesome.
Yeah.
Or like nearly blind, right? Because we obviously still have this short preview. We have a summary, but
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So we don't know the 63 cast, and we don't know the 64 summary. So this is all we have right now. Episode 63, The Sixth Man. Something strange has happened to Luke, so Roa heads to Goa Corp's office with Mimi and Swirly in order to investigate this. Their goal is the president's room, but standing in their way is the last member of the Goha siblings. Dot, dot, dot.
well, it doesn't really end in a dot. It's an exclamation point.
Oh, I read it wrong.
That's okay. Hey, that's fine.
In my early Arc 5 days when I would analyze the casts, I would literally go dot, dot, dot. When like,
I like that.
believe it.
For ellipses, yeah.
yeah, it was a little,
It's a dramatic effect.
yeah, I
dramatic
guess.
effect.
People would comment and be like, man, I love the fact that you pronunciate the dots. Ay. Listen, we've talked about this summary. This isn't a new summary.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week, but now we have the context of episode 62. We are getting the sixth sibling. I know there's some people that are like, oh, what if they're teasing? What if they don't actually reveal it? I don't think they would do this.
So we're doing a pick'em this week.
No, we're not, because we don't know who's dueling.
So we're not assuming from those two people that there's not going to be a duel there.
We know Roa is dueling based on the preview. We just don't know who he's dueling.
So we just won't pick sixth sibling or Roa.
No, because I already said we're not going to do one. I
Yeah.
guess we could have, but no, we're not.
2 weeks in a row.
If I had to pick, I
felt
would
cheated.
I would lean with the sixth sibling to beat Roa. But
100%.
we're not doing an official pick on because
Roa's getting whacked in this.
remember when Ronze and Renosuke dueled, there were a lot. I mean, we picked, I think, for Ronze, like, Galliant, I think. No, we picked for, Ronze Galliant, and then Ronze ended up dueling for Galliant and dueled against her twin. So,
yeah.
unless we know definitively, I like to try and avoid doing the pick'ems. So, gentlemen, we are going to pick something, though.
Oh God.
We are going to make, right now, with 3 days left, with a little under 60 hours to go, we are going to make our final predictions as to who we believe.
Can you just hold for a second?
Yeah.
Yona just came in.
Hey, Yona.
And said, hey guys, the summary has a slight mistranslation.
Oh.
The first part is actually supposed to be in order to investigate the strange events that happened to Rook, referring to the Lukeman stuff in 62.
Oh,
So just
okay.
a slight clarification.
Okay, so small translation.
Okay, so that's
So something strange has happened to Luke. That should be in the past tense.
Right.
that's past tense.
In the
Okay.
reference, I think, to the Lukeman. He's probably out of it, I would imagine.
Right, okay, so yeah, because there were a few people, and that's actually very good, and Yona is part of the Entame team
Yes,
that we're
she's
all
awesome.
very thankful
Love
for.
Yona.
Thank you, Yona, for that clarification. That's actually pretty important for context here, because there were a few people who said something else is happening to Luke.
Which
like,
I didn't
what's
really
going
pick up
on?
in that context personally, but I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it too, but obviously, so based on Yona's correction there, it's referring to the past.
Right.
So keep that in mind going forward. But
was
Yona
a quick-
and anyone else watching, it's time for us to make our final picks here as to who we believe is the sixth sibling. So
All right.
you can obviously pick a character that we've seen, or you can pick a brand new character and just say, I think it's going to be someone we've never met. Shoot, man. This is it. Pete, who do you think is the sixth Goha sibling?
It's going to be a brand new character we've never met.
Okay.
Yeah, if you put my feet to the fire, it's going to be a brand new character. It feels appropriate.
Confident level out of 10?
7.
Wow, okay. So Pete is, I would say, decently confident that it will be a brand new character. Nick T, the 6th Goha sibling will be.
A brand new character.
How confident are you?
Like a 4. I really I feel like so in the middle of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
based on things we've seen, like this could be Yuga based on like some of the promotion material. Like it really feels like it could be based on context. It really feels like it could be Rook, but that kind of also feels like a bit of a cop out and like just a.
It'd be interesting.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting.
So, I will tell you guys this. I completely disagree with these two.
Oh.
I am pretty confident that it is not going to be a brand new character.
Who's it going to be then?
I believe the 6th Goha sibling will be Luke. I believe Luke will be the 6th Goha sibling. My confidence level is probably about a 5 out of 10, but I am about an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 that it will not be a new character. I think the way that they have promoted this season, I think the way that they've done their promotional pieces for this season, I think they would have hinted or revealed the design of a character of this magnitude and importance. And I think that it would be more impactful to me if it was a character that we knew, especially if it was a character of the magnitude of Luke or Yuga. I think it's a better chance that Yuga is the 6th sibling over a brand new character. Or maybe a split person that is very similar to Luke. I guess technically though, if it's a Yuga clone or a Yuga twin, it's technically a new character.
That's someone else.
It's technically a new character.
Yeah.
But I don't think it will be a brand new character in the sense of someone we have just never seen before or has no reference or ties to anyone that we've met prior.
Well, that's not what was said. New
No.
character is still new character.
New character is still new character, absolutely. But I don't believe. Well, I mean, if it's the Luke that he dueled in episode 31, that's not a new character.
No, that's different.
Right.
If it's a Yuga clone, physically.
Do you believe it'll be a Yuga clone?
I don't think so. But if it's a separate corporeal form altogether, a different entity.
word,
Thank you. That's different.
I agree.
So
Dream Luke, it doesn't.
So you think whatever's happening to Luke, he seems out of the game at the moment in the beginning of the episode, and then the other gears in his head, pun intended, are going to shift and he's just going to show up at the office? Is he going to be in a disguise? Is he just going to be like, he doesn't know what the hell's going on because he's controlled by the other side of his head? I mean, like, they're going to recognize him if he's obviously Rook. Damn it. Damn it.
So, do you see it?
The Rook up there? No, I don't.
I see it. You know?
No, I don't see it at all.
Entame, please.
She's
You're out there.
She said take
Please.
that. First, she said take that away from him.
Please.
Secondly, earlier she said Yuga.
Help.
She still maintains that it's Yuga.
I believe that I would, if you remove Luke from the equation, I would pick Yuga over someone new entirely. I would pick Swirly over someone new entirely.
Dredge would pick Swirly.
Yeah, I would pick Swirly over someone new entirry. Or I mean,
That I would not.
Someone said it would be. Someone actually believed it would be Caterpillar a few weeks ago.
Wasn't it you?
No, it wasn't me. It was someone in the
You
chat.
always
it's
got to be
someone-
careful with
It was someone. It was someone who donated. That's right. It was someone who donated.
Imagine
to the
if it is like a Caterpillar or just some random dude.
That
I'm
would-
so excited for this reveal.
I'm
I'm so
What if it
excited.
was Hunt?
Are you? Then it would make sense why he's an idiot. So would it? Are you completely off the Luke? You don't think? You don't think there's any credit? I know you feel differently, but you don't think there's any credibility to Luke or Yuga?
No, I think there's a complete shot to Rook. I think the Yuga train is sailed.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think the Yuga train is sailed.
Wow.
I think it's either new character and that's where I'm going, but would not be shocked at all. And would kind of be, in some ways, I think it'd be very interesting if I was wrong and it was Rook. But
Yeah.
I just think the Yuga ship is set sail at this point.
Yeah. No, I mean, the momentum to it is.
It would
steadily
be
declined.
a very peculiar. They would have to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
If you had all this rook build up, and then automatically you just turn it
Well, yeah,
180.
because
And
the thing that
Yuga.
the thing that's hard for me to justify with Yuga or Luke, and this kind of actually hurts me picking one of them, is why all of a sudden do you go from this entire arc to one of them just being in Goha Corporation, leaving the group, being in Goha Corporation to face off against Roa, and to stop Mimi and
Yeah.
Swirly. If it's Yuga, it feels like, oh, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
If it's
it would.
Rook, it feels like, oh, that also kind of came out of nowhere.
But does it for Rook?
Because he could have the other
There's so much.
multi-personality.
There's so
Thank
many
you
question marks in terms
for
of his
the
personality
dono.
and past. That it's
Yeah.
like, what if just? I mean, like he could just be a sleeper agent. Something just switches on in him and it's
Could
boom.
be.
Well, maybe when he turned into the Luke man, now he's going to start to get his memories back. And in the beginning of the episode, he's going to say, oh, I have to go home, and he's going to leave. And if that happens at the beginning of 63 and I'm doing the watch along, which I'll be doing, it's Luke. If something happens to Luke in the beginning of the episode, he's like, oh, I got to leave, and he runs away from the scene of 62.
Then he's going to come back.
He's running to Goa Corporation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, man. I am so excited, though. I can't remember being this excited for a reveal in this show.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm so excited.
What about when they were like, "Oh, what's going on? Why does he have that poster in the sushi restaurant?" And we're like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?"
Old man ramen. I hope he's in the video game. I'm burning the shop down.
Dude, you would wait. Why would you do that?
Actually, I don't want you to play this game, honestly. If you're
Did you
getting
hear
this
what I
from-
said?
You should
yeah,
burn the shop down.
if you're getting this from like some kind of sponsor out there or Shiose something,
They're not gonna want you to
you
play
don't deserve it.
No.
You should.
Also, wait.
I'm buying the game.
Hold on. Let's play. Let's take a step back. Let's pretend we're in real life. You're burning that shop down? No, it's got great ramen.
In real life, I wouldn't.
Great ramen.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And also, in
wouldn't
that
hurt a fly in real
neighborhood
life.
that it was in,
Yeah.
all the housing looked close together. That was like a lower income area.
were burning
I mean,
poor
you're
people's
killing
homes.
everyone in that
Thank
area.
you
They're dead.
for the dono.
Just say you hate poor people and move on.
Shut the fuck up. Let me say this. My video game persona is very different than my real life persona.
So you're fake.
No, I enjoy to express myself differently in video games than I do in real life.
I would argue it's very similar.
Well, then I would argue you're wrong. But anyway, chat. What is the chat saying? Are we going Yuga? Are we going Rook? Are we going new character?
Some Shadow Realm Z is still maintaining that
Yeah.
it's the video game protagonist. He said. I don't know why that was
Perfect
the
timing.
response. I don't think it's that controversial.
No, because I've been doing this. You have to understand. I've been in this community now as a voice or a creator for 5 years, and I have been analyzing this show up the wazoo for almost 2 years now. And this arc I've been very hyper focused on. That is the first time I have ever heard anyone say it was the video
Dude,
game.
it would be.
It just caught
This
me
is
off guard.
hilarious.
It's the first time you've ever told me that.
Yeah. Someone said Nick Yagi.
That was funny.
No, but a lot of
Oh, God.
a few Yugas.
Yeah. Not many Lukes.
I saw a couple.
I think I saw a couple.
Yeah, I mean, it's-
Yeah, people said new characters.
Couple new
Thank
characters.
you
It's split, man.
for
That's
the
but that's
dono.
kind of cool. It's a little
I
unpredictable.
just
here.
hope whatever it is, it's just not disappointing. That's
Oh
what I
yeah, I
hope.
mean that's really. I don't care what it is. Just
Yeah.
don't make it disappointing.
Yeah, it's got to be someone impactful. I think. Who do you think duels?
In this upcoming.
Yeah, six sibling versus
It's
Roa.
six sibling versus Roa. Yeah,
Who wins?
the six sibling.
Yeah.
Roa's
It'd be
getting
4-4.
whacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be 4-4. There's no way they win right here.
I think Roa's getting whacked. I think Mimi will stay to support Roa, and I think Mimi will say to Swirly, "Go back and tell the others who
that
the
true?
sibling is."
Is that true?
Yona just said in the extended preview,
Thank
it looks
you
like
for
Rook and Roa
the
are doing it.
dono.
It looks like it, but it's
We can't go based on speculation for that.
Yeah, well, no, but it's hard to say because then there's like a shot where he's laying down on the ground again, right? Yona in the same spot that 62 ended. So is he just imagining himself dueling?
Clone.
I mean, it does look like it's him versus Roa. And if we knew that for sure, then obviously Rook, in my opinion, is the sixth sibling. I mean, there's nothing else to it. I don't know. I mean, this is one of the most, again, exciting things that Sevens is doing. It
Yeah.
has done.
Feels good.
It feels
It
very
really
good.
does.
Yeah. I'm very
We're
excited.
loving it. We're here for it.
Do we have any other thoughts on 60? Remember, after 63 ends, we have 64 and 65. So it'll probably be 5-5. Let's say Roa loses in 63. 4-4.
4-4.
Who wins in 64? Team Yuga or Goha? Just pick
To
one.
set it up, it's got to be Goha.
Okay, so now it's 5-4
You
Goha.
need the comeback story.
In episode 65, and then it'll be Team Yuga.
Yeah,
5-5. And then 66 and 67.
Thank you
What's the finale
for
duel?
the dono.
Right? I guess a lot of it depends on who's that sixth
Yeah,
that sixth
and that's
sibling
why
is.
I might be buying there and saying that
That's-
Goha is gonna come back.
That's
you
exactly
know?
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It feels like we're rolling that over, and I feel when they started this arc, I feel like the intention was whatever it takes, we're getting Yuga to work at Goha. I don't think you just say that and it doesn't happen in some way, shape, or form. Yep. And for that to happen, in my mind, that Team Yuga's got to lose.
Otis picked Yuga for a reason.
He did.
He depicts.
And he saw a lot of himself in him because
He is him.
Otis is older Yuga. I'm going to keep putting that theory into the day Sevens is over.
You can keep putting that theory in. I just want you guys to know out there, and I genuinely still believe this. I still believe the girl in episode 2 will have a role.
I
in
know.
the
So
show.
that's our running.
So I'm
ridiculous
never gonna
theories.
rip anyone's theories.
I think both of those are valid.
Oh, hey, I think you're valid.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Hey, good job.
This guy's a man of culture.
Yeah, well, he always has been.
Yeah.
That's why we keep him around.
Nice.
Does anyone else? Never mind. I'm not. I was gonna ask about the girl.
No, ask him.
I think that is pretty much all that we have to say about 63.
that's
I mean,
that.
good job.
Final point about 62.
Yeah, about 62. Okay.
We were concerned a little bit when Yuo went against Yuga, and it was like, man, that fusion monster is so specific to the warrior type monsters that Yuga has. How is that going to combat anything else? Well, they got rid of our kind of disappointment and kind of negative feelings there because you could fuse anything.
Materials,
and so
yeah.
he just went, well, I'll just get materials that will work against dragon types. Bang, done.
Yeah.
So whoever, it's like a chameleon of whoever you're facing, you just got to get the proper materials there, and there you go. Don't say any swirly stuff.
And that's why to me,
Interesting choice of words.
that's why to me a great point you made, Pete. And that's why to me we have a Yuga versus Yuo rematch incoming.
Yeah.
Because Yuga, much like Rook upgrading to High Dragon, Yuga has a fusion under the type Magical Knight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna do that, and all of a sudden Yuo's monsters, which have anti-spellcaster effects, all are gonna work all of a sudden. And so that to me means that Yuga has to duel Yuo at another point. And would that happen if Yuga is the sixth sibling? I don't know.
Depends how the hierarchy works over there. With the six
Can
sibling,
he be the sixth sibling and still be fighting against the other siblings?
Probably not. I mean, the only way I can see it is Yuo still wants to be in control, does not respect the sixth sibling, and then fights for it, and the sixth sibling wins.
Right.
It's also probably a throwaway line, and this is us probably way too overanalyzing. But and that's why you guys come here. So don't kid yourselves. At the beginning of episode 62, it was either Roman or Gakuto said, "If we can't find Luke, that's going to be tough. He's one of our heavy hitters. Like he's one of our best duelists. We're going to be in trouble against the siblings."
Yeah.
Well, what if he is the sibling and you don't have him, and that's how you lose him?
Yep.
That was another line that we could be a throwaway, but Sevens has done this the entire show.
It could be
where
very big
you
foreshadowing.
can't look at anything and say, it means nothing. Sometimes it means nothing, but other times it's massive indications.
Just like the line Nick
and
Keith
hints.
pointed out this week of
I haven't met the
I haven't met the real one in
I haven't met the real one.
that could mean like, well, there you go.
It's like, wait, what did he mean by that?
Yeah.
That one doesn't feel like a throwaway at all. That one's very intentional.
No, well, at the end of 61, when Yuka was like, as long as you don't find it, you won't ever become president, we were like, that's not a throwaway. We learned today, or in 62, that it was that sixth Goha
But
sibling
where
card.
did that sixth badge come from?
And why have they never met him? And what happened to him? Why did he get separated? There's a lot of questions about the sibling that is going to be exciting to know.
And the research that Yuo was doing of like, how did now he found this?
Mm-hmm. Shoot, man, it's exciting. It's very, very exciting.
Yeah, man. Love it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. But chat, we are going to take some more, or read some more donations and supers.
All right.
Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $1 donation. Sorry about the fourth question. No, you're good, man. You didn't mention this, but compare the Lukeman mask to the dragon in the opening after Swirly scene. The dragon in the opening after the Swirly scene, the silhouetted
The
dragon.
one with the green breath.
Yeah.
No, that's at the
okay,
end.
the other one,
silhouetted
okay.
dragon. Do you believe that looks like the Lukeman? I don't know,
I don't think
If it
so,
does to
if
me.
I recall. Let's see.
but some people are seeing it.
I still feel like it's gonna be a monster.
Yeah, I
right?
think it's gonna be a monster too. We'll pull it up here.
Wait, how far along is it?
It's back. Back. Right here. Is that the Lukeman?
I don't think so. I just don't see it.
I don't.
It's
Hey,
got the
wait.
protruding
I
mask.
feel like it looks more like one of the monsters he used. Hold on.
I don't know.
It has some of the mask qualities, but I feel like
Hold on.
it's more likely to be a monster. Don't you
I
think?
feel like it looks like that.
Yeah. A little bit.
You know what else is very exciting about the sixth sibling if it is a brand new character? The first 5 siblings have all used monsters that are, versions of older iconic monsters.
Right.
Yes.
That opens the door if it's a brand new character to using a classic.
Has there been one show we haven't really hit?
I'd say 5Ds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have like an iconic synchro,
Thank
but obviously
you
don't synchro
for
something,
the
but just something
dono.
like
Right.
Yeah.
Right, like a Utopia. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I take it back. It doesn't really look like that.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say.
Fascinating.
Kanten Kuriyami, thank you for the donation. Roa lost to Rook in the manga, so I don't really expect it to be any different if they duel in 63. However, I honestly don't think that it would be earned for Roa if he beats Rook. I would agree with that.
Yep.
That would mean 50% of his wins would be against someone mind-controlled. That's true. He did beat Mimi, who was mind-controlled. Corundum, thank you for the donation.
Whoa.
Do you think the score between the Rush Duel Club versus the Goha siblings matters now that Yuo's pulled off his little scheme? I think so, because I think that the score matters in terms of getting Yuga to become an employee, and that is clearly what what Yuo wants to some degree.
Yeah.
And he wants to destroy the Rush Duel robot. That's the other aspect
it.
of it.
But it doesn't matter on the other side, because even if this whole thing falls on Yua's head like it probably will, he'll still be probably around.
Yeah.
He's not someone, unless you put him in a jail cell, he's not going to give up.
Yeah, I hope not. I definitely hope not. Content, thank you for the $1 donation. If it doesn't
Thank
target
you
dragons, he's not beating
for
Rook.
the
Konami,
dono.
hold my deck, Yuo. Targets dragons now. Oh no, Rook has a high dragon and wins. I've never been so excited as to when Dragia Star was played in 62. Duel was great.
Duel was really.
I mean,
well played.
I loved 2 weeks ago, Yuka Roa. This duel was just as good, if not
is good,
better.
man.
Yep.
The duel quality has gotten better as the arc has gone on, which is what you always want to see.
Of course.
Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. I wonder when we'll see the actual ending again, or is it just going to be that excitable dude? Yeah, I mean,
He was a little bit tame, actually,
except
this
for
week.
the very end.
Yeah, he wasn't actually
He
that
seemed
bad.
embarrassed almost.
He did a little
Right?
bit. Well, they're making him do messed up
Yeah,
things.
there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that we don't know.
He's
about.
not getting paid well for that job.
You are good to do some on your end.
All right, give me one.
He was a
you
struggling
read
actor.
you on you guys?
I'm still catching up. I have a lot.
Oh, okay.
He was a
Okay.
struggling
Okay.
actor, and that was the only role he could take.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's I love the ending song.
He's working with what he
I
got.
can't even listen to the ending song because he's talking over it.
Yeah, but they finally released the full version on Spotify.
I gotta listen to the
No,
Listened
they
to it
didn't.
earlier today.
No,
yeah,
they
it's like
didn't.
4 minutes. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I'm gonna.
Does it
find
have
later.
like a good bridge? Like
It's dude, it's so good.
It's
We'll listen to it
awesome.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
listen
listen
so
to it after.
good.
I love that.
Dun, dun,
It's a great song.
dun, dun, dun,
All right, hold on.
dun.
Okay. We have $5 from T Pink Staff.
Thank you, Tim.
This guy really pulled out the Uno reverse card on his siblings at the end of the episode. He really
He
did.
really did.
Uno reverse. Tim, it was a great moment, man. End of the episode dialogue was fantastic. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate it
Yuga.
greatly.
I'm just gonna say it like that for now.
That's how you should.
You, John, when he said that, when he first.
Dude, I love it. I love
dueled.
Hugo. He's great.
Poor Yudon. We haven't even really talked about the implications of Yudon not even dueling again and getting kicked
Yeah.
off.
Oh, well, I said I think he's in prison on the ship.
He
I think
might
he's definitely
be.
in prison on the
He
ship.
might be.
I don't think he's just kicked off. He's in
Which
prison.
I feel bad because I actually liked Yudon a lot as a
I
character.
think he'll factor in more.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how just Eugene just came back and it's like he's clearly the weakest of this group. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He's just
Like him
there.
mentally? Yeah.
He's not he's the most athletic, I think. He's just not the smartest guy. He's not the brightest bulb. Let's just say that.
No, I think he's one of those where like if like someone asked Yuka like, oh, is he your brother? And it was like Euro, she'd be like, yeah, he's my older brother.
about him?
What about him? Oh, no.
We kind of met him like at the beach and it just hasn't gone away.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy.
Like he's not wearing his shirt again.
Yeah, exactly.
We have $2 from Blake Engelbrecht.
Thank you, Ace.
I got the million bits. What?
No,
That's lie. That's a lie, right?
he's lying.
Hey, that guy's got to be banned. Can't get rid of him.
Blake, please, man. So for those of you that don't know, I stream on Twitch. My birthday is September 9th. We will be actually live on YouTube when it hits midnight because it's a Wednesday night, so that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be in 2 weeks.
Damn, it's coming up so soon.
But I usually stream on Thursday nights on Twitch. I am not streaming purposely on Thursday night because you guys are so generous to me yearly around the clock, like ridiculously generous. And I would feel like it would be exploitative if I was streaming on my birthday just because of how amazing you guys are to me throughout the entire year, because then I would feel there's extra people would feel that there was extra pressure. So I'm not streaming on my birthday on Twitch Thursday night. I will be streaming Monday and Tuesday that week, and Blake, as a joke, has talked about giving 1 million bits, which, I mean, I hope it's a joke.
Nervous.
I hope
I'm
it's a
nervous.
joke. Blake,
Your
please
your
don't.
bank is going to shut down your card.
Yeah, please don't. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
I mean, I don't actually even know what I would do.
You probably have to end the stream right there.
You'd buy us.
I think
VR
you'd be
headsets.
broken.
Thank you for the donut.
I love this guy.
This guy's got some balls.
I love this freaking guy, you know? Oh, my God.
Come on, it's the dream,
Dude,
guys.
think about it. We could stream a lot with that stuff. It'd be fun. Think about,
Blake,
remember,
don't do anything.
I would
Remember
never
the
leave
VR
my
game?
house ever again.
remember the VR game?
Yeah.
We're destroying Caliber's life.
We're gonna
Oh,
scream it.
my God, dude.
I know. I'd love to.
The
never
things
mind.
we could do.
Blake, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. I'm gonna be nervous just reading that week.
Oh yeah, you're just. Oh my God! Hold on. Let me copy this one in. Let me read the next.
What?
I don't like Isaiah then comes in and just goes a million bits with a I'm like,
Oh no!
Don't even think about it, Ray.
no,
I swear to God.
By the way, I didn't even know Ray watched this
Yeah,
podcast.
I don't. That's the first time I've seen him comment in months. I don't even think about it.
Here we go.
Oh, we got everyone coming out tonight.
We're gonna have to ban Ray.
Happy
I mean,
birthday.
I've thought about it.
Jesus. We have $5 from Jack Knight.
Jack, thank you, man.
I'm looking forward to for 63 the most. And then he says, Pete, I started watching the X-Men movies for the first time. And then favorite Goha siblings? Mine is Yuan.
Mine is Yuo right now.
Yuo, yeah. It's
It
Yuo.
was Yuka before
It's
this episode. Now it's Yuo.
Yeah.
It's
And also, so watching
like Euro,
X-Men,
to be honest.
Yeah, he's cool too. Where did you start with the X-Men? Because that is a very confusing timeline, Jack. So, yeah, if you want to talk about it more, you can always reach out to me on Discord. But it's a fascinating timeline. But they didn't know what they were really doing in some of those movies. But there's also some hits.
There are some hits.
So.
Jack, thank you, my man.
Everyone's favorite X-Men character is Storm.
Really?
She wanted to be Storm growing up.
Yeah.
Did you prefer the Halle Berry Storm or the new version of Storm?
I actually really
The Jennifer Lawrence version was pretty good.
That's
Of Mystique? Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was good in First Class, and then it progressively got worse.
I thought The Phoenix was a good movie.
Yeah. I'm not going to even spoil it for people. Even though it doesn't even deserve
the
to be
trailers.
protected. Yeah, Jack, if you end up watching Dark Phoenix,
Don't
even watch the trailer to it because it actually spoils like major plot points. Like right in the trailer.
It spoils the character's death.
Yeah, straight up. So like don't watch that.
Movie trailers.
By far, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, I think, has the better and more interesting performance. However, the other version of Storm is actually more comic book accurate with her accent. So, but I get it.
Forget that.
I get
Oh,
it.
so I've read. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, love having you here.
Yes.
We have $5 more from Blake.
Thank you, Blake. Blake, you're great, man.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel, free roam, and customized characters. Do you get to customize your character?
No, so that's speculation. That's, I'm sure, what Blake would like. I would like it too, Blake. The problem with Cross Duel is it's going to be a mobile game only, so I don't know how free roam would really work on a mobile game. It makes me think that there's probably not going to be any sort of free roam. Like, even in Duel Links, free roam on, like, my iPhone would be kind of weird. I've wanted for the longest time, Blake, and you know this as well as a lot of people, a Yu-Gi-Oh game where there's free roam, where you can go from, like, different worlds and, like, explore and, like, talk to characters. Like, if I wanted to go to New Domino City, I would go there. The game would go, like, 30 seconds into a black screen. I'd be in New Domino City, and I could talk to Yusei and Aki and a bunch of different characters, and there would be a story related to it. You know, I think that would be really, really cool. And maybe you have a story mode like for all, like a unique, like the Tag Force games with a free roam element. Yu-Gi-Oh's never going to do that. Master Duel is not going to be that. There's not even an anime portion of it. The Rush Duel game is the closest to what I've wanted in a Yu-Gi-Oh video game in a very long time. So I'm excited for that. I'd be surprised if Cross Duels did free roam character customizations. Maybe. But I'd be surprised if a mobile game tackled free roam. But it would be really cool, Blake. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, Jude just goes, isn't that just Tag Force?
It is Tag Force. And they haven't made a Tag Force game in a very long time.
Interesting.
But it is Tag Force.
Yeah. We have £5 from TNX Rail.
Thank you, Thomas.
Hopefully Yuo won't get redeemed at the end of the arc, maybe later in the series. Yeah, I mean that.
No redeeming.
Yeah, no
don't redeem the character.
Don't redeem.
I'd be fine with a late redeem, but
Yeah, definitely not a
I
quick
do
redeem.
not want a redeem in the next 5 episodes.
Like where Rook just duels in front of the crowd and gets Yuo at the end to smile about it, and like that's how we end the show.
It's like, wow, I love Rush Duels.
And the opening 2 kicks up. Let's start.
I see.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds like a show that ended a few years ago.
It sounds good.
I think you did a reaction to that.
I did. I did quite
The
a few.
duel was great.
The duel was good. It's one of my favorite duels in the show. No, listen, I don't want a redemption right away. Yuo has been such a breath of fresh air. He's been a treat to watch. Don't redeem him after this arc. You know, and I'm fine with a late redeem because they redeem a lot of their villains. They redeem a lot of their characters. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. To expect Yuo to never get redeemed, I think, is a little steep of an expectation. But you know, give it some time. Don't redeem him anytime soon, please. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. That's probably my biggest concern right now with the show. So hopefully, Thomas, doesn't happen.
Is this true? So the next donation's 2 more Real from Kyle Caesar Campos. The ending Ed guy, I assume he means ending guy in Rush Duel game commercial. Why?
Yeah, he does a rap. He does a rap about Rush Duels. He's like, yeah, Rush Duels done it, and then he's rapping. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
we're watching it.
I don't know if you can find it.
Watch that.
But I swear to
love
God,
this.
it airs on the commercials when the show airs live. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he does a rap for the video game. Apparently, he's very popular.
As he should be.
You know.
He's an interesting guy.
He's interesting. I would hang out with him. We go to bars together.
Me and Nick T were at the Fall Out Boy Green Day Weezer concert in Philadelphia last Friday.
It's awesome.
And I said to Nick T, what if that guy from the Endings just came out on stage right now, you know, between bands, between Weezer and Fall Out Boy. And Nick T was like, I would lose it. I would go nuts. And I'm like, yeah, you'd be the only one in the stadium.
You'd be also
cheering.
the only one in the entire place that
that
would know who that is.
Oh, the only person. Yeah, us
The
two
only
and-
2 people.
Yeah.
And I'm not cheering, so he's the only one.
I'm losing my... Dude,
That guy brings you up on stage, asks
Dude,
you to help him out.
Oh, dude, I would do it.
Oh, my
and I go,
God.
yeah. And then...
We have to make that a sound.
You would have to somehow...
Every time Caliber speaks, yeah.
You would have to somehow video Nick T and the guy on stage and make that the donation symbol that comes up.
Yeah.
It would have to be.
Yeah.
Dude, I would, oh my God, lose it. It'd be amazing.
No, it's a funny segment.
Dude,
Yeah. I'm surprised.
You know who's with me?
Who?
Aura's with me.
Well, I knew she'd be with you.
So...
But no, so there'd be 2 of you cheering. Next
Yeah. We have $5 from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Ash has defeated Volkner. I said he
Well,
would,
we
by the
said
way.
it. We
I
said
said
it.
it.
I was wrong.
Okay,
The better men won.
Better men won.
I was wrong.
Okay.
In the best battle of the series
Wow.
so far.
Series. Wow.
And one of the best in the franchise. Oh, series meaning it's the most recent, and then one of the best in the franchise.
Now
Wow.
that's 64th in the world.
And is now ranked 64th. Wow.
I think what I'm going to do
Move
tonight, if I have time, probably after
You're gonna
August.
watch all Pokemon.
No, I'm going to watch an AMV of the fight. An Ash versus Volkner AMV. Some of those Pokemon AMVs are made pretty well.
Yeah.
Ash versus Volkner. There's probably been a lot of good Pokemon battles over the years. The
There's
one
just
thing
too
that
much to watch, man.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
With everything, all these shows,
I know,
like
it's a
it's
lot.
so much to keep up
It's
with.
a lot. Yeah.
I'm watching 4 Yu-Gi-Oh shows alone at the same
Yu-Gi-Oh
time.
and Pokemon are very much to me franchises that you needed to, I think, grow up with. Otherwise, I think it's very intimidating to the point of like a One Piece at this point, where like it's just too much
Well,
to get
Pokemon's
into.
got to be like 1,000 episodes, right?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is too in total. Yeah.
Was it on stream last week that I brought up the Sesame Street meme? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. 4,500 episodes.
Yeah. It's a lot. Well, I'm happy the battle was good though. and enjoyed by Pokemon fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you for keeping us updated on
I
it.
remember this random comment about Sesame Street like a few weeks ago I saw on Twitter, and it was about like how they were trying to make it like to talk about like socioeconomic things to have like a poor character on the show.
Right.
It's like,
it's
bro,
homeless. Yeah, it's like we had Oscar.
Like, yeah, he lives in a garbage can. Like, are you kidding me?
But that garbage can is extensive, by the way. If you go in there, it's crazy.
I guess it's a mansion under there.
Yeah,
apparently,
that's insane. So we have $5 from T Pink Staff again.
Thank you, Tim.
Said Rook and Tiger's parents are absolutely loaded. I guess that was
they're
what we were talking
loaded and unattentive.
about. Oh yeah, unattentive.
Those are their two qualities.
Yeah.
I'm-
What must it be like to be born into money?
We should...
And yeah, the good setup. That was a good setup.
That was good. No, but it really, like, it's got to be crazy, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do anything.
Yeah.
We could get those VR headsets.
Yeah.
Like instant. We could have got them years ago.
Yeah.
We could have had them as they were like new.
We could have taken like 6 vacations a year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to marry rich.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Ah man, we all do what we do to survive. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen.
He's right though. We do what we do to survive. We have £5 from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Yuo betraying his remaining siblings at the end of the episode. Oh wait, that was just a statement. Sorry. And then biggest mysteries where's Otis and Sirocco other girls been?
Yeah, the Sirocco characters have disappeared. Not just the Sirocco characters. Everyone has disappeared.
Yeah.
All
Everyone.
of our background characters.
Except Nail and Roa. Everyone has
Yagi,
disappeared.
Sushiko, Asana.
Asana and her team.
Menzaburo.
Yeah, literally everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mezaburo is dead, basically.
That is always the risk you run when you introduce 5 brand new characters that all have to have a level of importance and relevance into the show.
Yeah.
And that's a risk that they ran. But you know what? I'm still hopeful that it'll get better. And we'll see some of those old characters that we're familiar with and that we like.
What? The kid that came out with the Oculus is 16. Was like 16.
Yeah.
That's what it's like to be smart.
And now rich, probably.
I hope so, for his sake.
Just like their parents.
Thank you for
We
the
have-
dono.
2 Real from Kyle Campos.
Thank you, Kyle.
With their hair color, Sevens cats can play Among Us.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get an Among Us game.
With Sevens cats.
Yeah, that'd be
Thank you, Kyle.
something.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
Very interesting. We have $5 from Electric Kevin. Also, have you guys heard? Best Poke Girl Cynthia is back, and she's confirmed to be one of the top 8 strongest trainers in the world.
Kevin, thank you for the
Damn.
you know Cynthia.
That's high regards.
Do I know Cynthia?
Yeah.
Top 8?
You know
Cynthia,
her
she's
her battle music.
Oh yeah.
She's good.
What was her?
Black dress, blonde hair. You'll know her when you see her.
What are those images?
Watch the eyes bob out.
Cynthia rules actually.
The guard
yeah.
chop.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, her design's cool. A lot of Pokemon gym leaders and
Steam
like
comes
Elite
out of my
Four
ear.
members have good designs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, that's like that. That sounds like such a fun series for like longtime Pokemon fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's something that I wish Yu-Gi-Oh did. You know, but hey, good for Pokemon.
That's a good picture.
Cynthia would beat Steven.
Is his hand behind? Or
Yeah, it's
through
just
her
an
head?
edit. But we have there's a running gag. Actually, maybe not even a gag on Kelly's streams that she's in love with Steven. And he's a handsome guy.
But Cynthia would smoke him.
Yeah, but, you know.
Well, Dill thinks they're aesthetically pleasing. That's how he would say it.
That's
I'm not gonna comment.
I was just answering Ivory. And
She said Dill complimenting girls, quote, "Hey girl, I like your design." Yeah, she got you, dude. You got.
Oh boy.
Give her that time for old Dill.
So we have $5 from Blake Engelbrecht.
Ace, thank you, man.
Read Lumine webtoon. It is awesome. Better than Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's saying something because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! To death.
Okay.
I was worried for a second. I thought it was going down bad. I was like, oh, should I finish reading this?
I will write it down, Blake, and
But-
thank you for another donation. I wrote it down. I'm gonna put an asterisk next to it, and I'll check it out when my schedule frees up, which will be after August. So
Lumine,
I'll check it out.
not
Lumine.
Basically, one more week.
or
Yeah.
Lumine. I don't know.
Thank you, Blake. Thank you for the recommendation.
We have £5 more from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
I think this arc will be more than 13 episodes because nothing about the next arc has been revealed / announced yet. I agree with the first. potentially with the first half, but not because nothing's been revealed. I feel like that doesn't necessarily.
But you saying like longer besides the 2 episodes that it's been extended?
I think that's what he's implying.
I don't know.
I feel like it'll probably end with the 15 episodes.
I hope not, honestly.
Like this arc. But we're gonna roll over some of the story.
Yeah, I think it needs
So,
to roll.
so Jack, I think that it's not going to be the end of the season. I think you have to look back. Or that was Nicholas, right?
That was Nicholas.
I'm sorry, Nick. I don't think that's too much of an indication because remember when the Nail arc was ending, we didn't learn about Asana until the very end of episode 26.
That's right.
When the Asana arc was ending, we didn't know what was going to happen. We knew there was a tournament coming up, but that was because of the 40 summary.
I guess.
And then when the first season was ending, we knew nothing about the Goha siblings until after 52 was over at the end of 52.
Yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens has never before released any info about the upcoming seasons or arcs until the final episode. And so, even the end of the Roa arc at episode 13, we learned about Nail, but kind of. We knew there was someone watching from the ramen shop.
Right.
So, to me, that's not enough of an indication to say that, this will continue on. But I hope it does. Nonetheless, Nick, I hope it does.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll get a good indication of where this arc is going at the end of 67. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
I agree. I just got 2 came in.
Remember, a lot of people forget this came out after episode 52. So this did not come out until. And by the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Entame, to Aura for giving me this.
You're digging a grave.
She is wonderful for giving this to me. It's one of my.
She's a wonderful person. She made a mistake giving you that.
No, I use this all the time. I really do. So
you better pray she can't come to the finale.
She's gonna bring another one just to hit you over the head with it.
Big shout out to her. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much else to say.
That should be the new donation gift. Is you just bringing that out?
That'd be actually genius. Oh my god. We have $2 from Jude.
Thank you, Jude.
You think the sixth is gonna be a Sevens Road user? 6th Goha sibling is gonna be a Sevens Road user?
No, I don't believe the Goha siblings are actually associated with the Sevens Road archetype. I think that's more Otis, and I think that's more a conflicting storyline with the Goha siblings. So I don't. Unless the sibling is Yuga, then of course by default. But that's an interesting question. A good question.
I like to point out the Dragon Claw 95 writes that poster has appeared more times than Calibro in the past couple months.
He's not.
Holy
that's
shit,
not a false
savage,
statement.
dude.
Oh,
we calculated it, and obviously, like the way these work is obviously this is the scheduled time, but like if anyone can't come for any reason, like that's always completely fine.
We get fined.
No,
a lot.
Yeah.
No, anyone can take as many days off as they need. There's no obviously set schedule. There's no set schedule or anything like that. It's not crazy. But we calculated. We got bored one night and we calculated appearances of Calibro. And
it's less than 50%.
This is like, I think this is our like 61st or 62nd. I think he's only appeared like in 26 episodes.
Yeah, I think he's somewhere.
That one's not. Because
he's in
of
the
the
percentile of like 45 to 50%.
Yeah, I think it's getting to a point where I think Entame has come on almost as much as him.
Okay, that's 4 times. 3. 4.
3. No, we love Cal.
If we keep having streams as long as the last Entame stream, she'll at least eclipse him in watch time.
That stream was like
over 4 hours.
That is crazy.
Well, that was a season finale. And by the way, she's such a trooper for making the long drive over here. We got to make it worth her while.
We have to, yeah.
So that was a
we
fun
can say,
one.
all right, that was a 2 hour, an hour and a half stream. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. It won't be as long for like this one because it's the finale of an arc and not the finale of a season, but it'll be fun.
I really can't wait.
If she makes the trip, that's not even confirmed
Right,
yet, but we'll confirm it as it gets closer whether it's going to happen or not.
We don't even confirm with her, and we go down there.
That's a great idea, honestly.
We bring the show to her.
We're on the doorstep. She had plans that night.
So I'm about to go out, so can we have a place
Next
to
thing
stay?
we know, we're at the bar doing the show.
Oh my god.
That would be a great. But people are like, what is this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Hi, Mom. It's like your mom's not watching this. That'd be. That's. $5 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick Rick.
Great episode. Other than the fusion card, I wonder how Rook got the star archetype.
Yeah.
Whether he already had it or it came with the meteor.
Well, did it come with the meteor, or did it come with this brainwashing job that I think the drone did?
I kind of think those go hand in hand. I think the meteor was the drone.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Possibility.
It's gonna be fascinating. And I wonder if the drone read the Lukeman manga and tried to recreate it because Tiger published it in the newspaper.
Whoa,
Totally
that would
possible.
And that comes
consequences to our actions.
Totally possible.
And that's how they learned about the Lukeman in the first place and created the mask. That would make sense.
If it turned out to be that, like, that was the mask, the meteor was the mask, and that was all like sabotage, they better bring back the point that it was Tiger that published it. I feel like that would be really useful.
Yeah, could be some interesting development there.
Exactly.
And maybe Rook stands up to his sister for once.
Yeah, just to pretend they like knew already, like anyway, it was like, or just to not mention it would be weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
You do that. We'll
Chad, I'll be right back.
$2 from TNX Rail.
TNX,
Yeah,
Thomas,
Tom.
thank you.
Thank you, TNX.
Excuse me, £2. Rook seemed to take extra damage wearing the mask.
He did, but also I feel like that specific turn he took, I mean, like a full shot of piercing damage.
Oh yeah, it was.
I think that plays into it. But yeah, I mean, what if the mask was doubling as well as kind of like a torture device that punishes you extra?
Right.
I mean, it's possible, right?
Definitely.
If it's drone related, I could see that. Very much Yusaku of last.
Right,
Remember when he
pain
was getting
sensors,
tortured as
yeah.
a kid? So hey, you never know.
I think it'd be very interesting for us to sort of look further into that.
Yes, absolutely. And we're getting more Rook-centric episodes for the rest of this arc, it looks like. So we'll see.
We'll see where that goes.
Good night, Dragon Gamer. Thank you for stopping by.
Peace. We have 5 more Real from Kaio.
Kaio.
I think Tiger likes Yuga because when they're together, I can see sparks out of her body. I was wondering where he was going with that. That's good.
I know we saw.
I love the Dragistar press F chat. Hi Dragon sounds like Hydra.
Yeah, no, awesome
I wonder if
monster.
that's intentional, actually.
Yeah, awesome, maybe awesome monster that Rook pulled out there. I don't think there's pretty much almost anything romantically going on in the show. However, I like what Dylan said, that I think there might be a moment where like Tiger goes, "Man, I wish Yuga was my brother."
Oh, that all the time.
I think she thinks
like,
that.
Wow, he's smart.
A lot.
Like, yeah.
And they just feel like there's a synergy there. But you know what? Yuga is like, I've compared him before a little bit to Judai, where he's just magnetic. You know, there's just something
like
that
personality,
people love him.
Yeah.
I mean, look, him and Asana had a very interesting, respectful relationship. If you wanted to argue anything romantic, I thought you could have there.
Yeah.
Even though that's never going to happen. So
it'll never happen.
He's just that kind of guy, man. He's that kind of character.
Yeah, people just gravitate towards him because he's got such a great personality.
I think it's just they read that he has a good, wholesome soul.
Oh yeah,
I think that's just what it is.
I definitely think that's what it is. But I would probably argue, like, if it was the tables were turned and Yuga actually was Tiger's brother, she would be like upset with him for not being strong enough.
Probably.
He'd be too weak.
Oh, he would be getting trained all the time.
Oh my
and
God.
he's not athletic.
No.
So it would be a disaster.
It'd be very bad.
Imagine in an alternate universe that Yuga got so yoked because Tiger has been training him since birth.
He's
just jacked.
Same size head, but his body just like he's like 6, like 10, and he's like
he's the bully of the school.
We need a Yu-Gi-Oh! What if? That's what we need.
That's a good idea.
Dude, that could be a
We
new
should
series.
write that.
Let's write it.
And then get sued by Disney.
Let's write it.
Love it.
I'm going to go to some link
Get some
donations
links,
real
bro.
quick.
Get some links.
Link it up. Someone said.
You guys have been extra nice to us. I hope you're enjoying the stream
Yeah,
and
they've
the
been
content.
crushing it.
Kondan, thank you for the $1 donation. Remember when I told you about my Goha double 6 order from Domino's? Double cheese, double steak, double bacon. I ordered a pizza on Saturday with normal cheese, normal steak, and extra bacon, and I somehow got more topping than with my Goha double 6 order. I got more topping on a day I order less than usual. This means even outside Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and in the real world, Goha double 6 is nothing more than a joke and a disappointment, even when it comes to Domino's pizza. That's actually hilarious. Content, thank you for another donation. Let me read this. The Goha siblings wear masks because they weren't able to get the vaccine in Space Elementary. Also, damn, Ro is back. Has it been 18 episodes already? Jokes aside, I'm glad he's finally sticking around and being more consistent with his involvement.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
Absolutely. Pink Penguin, thank you for the $1 donation. Hi, Dylan, Pete, and Nick T. Hope
Hello.
everything is going well with you guys. Love the episode and how my theory with a drone controlling Rook was true. Excited to see what comes next. Good to hear from you, Pink.
Yeah.
Very excited to see what comes next. Ivrea, thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you guys so much for the stream tonight. Even though I don't know what's going on, it brightened my night, and I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so thank you.
Aw,
I know
We're happy to be here.
Ivrea feeling a little nauseous tonight. So yeah,
I'm sorry to
hopefully
hear that.
hopefully you start
I'm
feeling
sorry.
better.
I hope you feel
And
better.
I'm happy we're able to brighten your night, and to anyone else who's enjoying the stream.
Hope you feel better.
Yes, hope you feel better. Absolutely. X-Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. What are your thoughts on the Master Duel drama, since it looks like there will be in-game purchases? Ready tomorrow for Duel Links. I will get my revenge. Also, opening lobby when Rush Duel video game comes out soon. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do like tournaments on stream. I will say this. Obviously, a lot of people are freaking out and upset because the Master Duel trailer says that some cards will have to be purchased or unlocked in events. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think we need more details. I know a lot of people were very upset. You know, some people were tweeting very angrily at Konami. And there was a lot of, anger on that side of the community, which I'm not really too involved in. But I think we need to wait on the Master Duel game. I understand people's hesitancy to trust Konami and to think that it's not going to be just Duel Links, but, with Master Duels. But I think we have to wait. Maybe only a few cards are unlockable. Or maybe there's a plan where you can pay $40 and get every single card ever and have like a pass. We just don't know. And hopefully we will get more news, and I think then we will be able to analyze it in a more fair way. Excited to duel you, X-Slayer.
Yeah. I take it the more cynical way that, almost every game nowadays likes in-app purchases.
Yeah.
It's just how they make their money.
No,
So.
I think it's probably going to not be happy for a lot of people. I think a lot of people, when I agree with you. I think that there's going to be a pretty big paywall.
What I will say as a complete side note, but it attaches to this, community voice is important.
Yeah.
And so if you make that known, it happens. Look at the whole stuff that was going on with Pokemon Go. If you play, they just announced today that September 1st, all the things that we asked for, like the double distance of
Are
walking
coming
around,
back.
come right back.
Wow.
So
Good.
they listened right to us as soon
Good.
as it happened.
Yeah,
So.
community voice is important, and you can make a difference, which is good. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yep.
Johan, thank you for the $8 donation. That is a very generous donation.
wow.
Thank you, Johan. Yep. Dauntless Falcon, hoist up the flame of anger. Become the flash of light that burns the land of ash. Rank up XZ's change. Soar. Rank 8. Raid Raptor. Satellite Cannon Falcon. That's summoning against Dennis, man. One of the best summonings ever. Love you, Johan. Love your Raid Raptors chants. Thank you so much for the donation. X-Slayer, thank you for a $1 donation. Let me see. I don't want to read because there might be spoilers there because it's rumors about Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so I'm not going to read that out loud just for spoiler reasons. But Pete, what are your thoughts on the Avatar movie happening soon?
Let's put it this way. We were talking about it a little bit in the movie section on Discord. If it actually happens, I'll be interested.
Like James Cameron Avatar?
I am just so scarred. It was the last Airbender stuff. I am just so scarred from M. Night Shyamalan's movie. I'm more interested in the Paramount Avatar studio that is going on and that they're making new kind of animated stuff. And I know it's an animated movie, but I just have some hesitancy with what goes on in movies now. I trust more TV series.
I agree.
So we'll see what happens. But either way, expanding that very huge universe potentially it could be, I'm all for it. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So
Yeah, no, it's a good one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Laura, thank you for another donation. Thank you, Laura. Quoting Entame, Yuga could be the 6th, but quit, and now he is coming back to beat Yuo after seeing what he is doing to the others, so the final will be president versus president. Sorry if you came late to this discussion. Yeah, listen, we know Entame is hard on the Yuga train. I think a lot of people are. I think that it's definitely lost a lot of momentum since the beginning, but anything is still possible. It'll be exciting to see.
yeah, it'd be
the reveal.
fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, my voice is starting to go.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
been a long month.
Yeah. See, Sonnet Vaughn, thank you for the $2 donation. When I look at that shadowy monster, it sort of looks like a wolf. Is it possible to be an alternate version of the monster Lycanthrope, which is a ritual monster? A possible curveball with another summoning mechanic? I guess it's possible. See San and Vaughn. I'd be stunned if we get another summoning mechanic this early.
Agreed.
I think the next season is going to be focusing on fusions. I don't think any other mechanics are going to come to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, to be honest, during this era. I'd be shocked if that monster is a ritual. I'd be shocked if we get a ritual summon in the next 10, 20 episodes. I'd be shocked.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
Maybe I'm in the minority. I probably am. I still want to see Maximums be around. I do.
Oh, no, me too.
And I really want Rook to get one.
Yeah, I would love for them both to
I
be
think he's
integrated.
earned it at this point.
He definitely has earned it, 100%. X-Slayer, thank you for a $1 donation. Since No Way Home is having a multiverse, it would be cool if they retcon Spider-Man 3 since the studio interferes of production. Sam Raimi didn't like what they did since report says from the moment he is supposed to spoiler. But yeah, I mean, do you think they're going to retcon Spider-Man 3?
Probably not. I mean, that exists in its own universe. I think this is just multiverse of these characters leaking in. Variants, if you will, and I won't go any further than that for spoilers-wise. But yes, it is well documented that Sam Raimi, when he was doing that, he had the intention really to keep it at really one villain there, and then you had the other Goblin stuff, and Sandman was already there, and then they were like, make Topher Grace Venom, because that seems like a great idea. You remember Eric from that 70s show? Yeah, let's make him this edgy character. So I feel for Sam Raimi. But hey, he's getting another shot now. He's getting another shot here with Doctor Strange 2, so I'm excited to see what he's
He'll
going
do
to
good, I think. I have faith in him.
You didn't love Eric Foreman's Venom?
It's not my favorite with his blonde spike tips, and it's more for the meme.
I thought it was pretty dope.
It's just, ugh.
That movie was great, though. When he's snapping down the street, it's
Cool. Oh, that was Peter, when he was doing his best Venom impression.
yeah, there's just a lot of great stuff there.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Great quote.
Yeah. So we're moving back on to
Yep, links are done.
cool. Also, I just want to shout out Shiose. Shiose said she does not feel well either. Actually,
Yes.
so she hasn't been
Feel
commenting
better,
that much. So I
Shiose.
hope she feels better as
Yes, Shiose, I hope you feel better. A lot of people feeling under the
I know,
weather.
Nick
in
Schoner said the
August.
same thing. He
Nick, I
was
hope-
going
oh my
through a
God.
rough
We
thing, too.
love
I hope
Nick
you're
as
all-
well.
yeah,
Nick, hope you're doing all
well.
right,
I hope
man.
all you guys,
Yeah.
for everyone
It's
feeling
scary
under
times
the
out
weather.
there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs in life, and physical health is tough to maintain all the time. So, hope all of you guys feel better.
Absolutely. So we have $5 Canadian from Pickrick.
Thank you, Pick.
If Prez Drone brainwashed Rook, I wonder if the brainwashing is similar to the Jedi mind trick that only works on the weak-minded. No offense, Mimi.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think
it's
they have
probably
such a.
valid.
I think that'll be the.
I think it's a
superpower.
joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's.
Yeah, of course I think he's joking, but nah, I doubt it's that.
Yeah, but Pick, thank you, man.
But hey, any Mimi bashing, I'm all for it, you know what I mean?
I'm always down to bash Mimi.
And that could be taken out of context right there.
No, I could.
You know. Yeah. $2 from Jude.
Hey, Jude. Thank you for
Do you
the.
think Jude
that
gets that
actually-
often? That was good, by the way.
That was actually correct. Remember when he butchered that a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
When he changed the whole song?
Yeah.
I say it.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I have
but
to
you
look
ruined the
back on
whole
it.
Beatles classic.
What do
Like,
you
ruined
mean?
the
Yeah,
whole
I actually
song.
never want to hear that song again because of that.
What do you mean? I probably sang it correctly.
No, you
No,
did
I
not.
don't think so.
I remember Nick T getting very angry.
Hey there, Jude.
It was that was it.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
Yep. You know what? That's it. I'm done for the night.
What's it like in outer space?
Yuga fights Rook in the OP and the OP spoiled fusion. Wait, Yuga fights Rook in the OP?
I don't see that. I mean, maybe Jude is seeing something in the opening we are not seeing.
Maybe.
Which is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I'll have to we'll have to rewatch.
But thank you.
Thank you, Jude.
We have $2 from X Slayer.
Thank you, X.
Check on the sport channel on Discord for Jets only. I don't know what that means, but
Do I want to check this?
I don't think.
You guys had another rough week of practice this week.
Someone got hurt?
Well, you see Becton's hurt now, and you lost a corner as well that are
well.
missing a few weeks. And Becton didn't come in shape either, so.
No good. That's not good.
Okay, they just mean Dragius and Seven's Room Edition clashing. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Thank
which
you, Shasta.
I kind of
Got you.
We have $5 from Legendary Duels. JC.
JC.
Fantastic. Oh, he is. Look at that. All caps.
I
Fantastic
knew he would love it.
episode.
Yes.
Lukeman is a monster. Can't wait to find more backstory on Luke. Hashtag King Lukeman.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, yeah.
JC's a big
I know. I
Luke
shouted
guy.
him out earlier.
yeah, big Luke guy.
I respect it. I think that's great.
JC, we'll see you soon, man.
Man, I can't wait for that Reigns podcast.
He's losing soon. Thank you so much, Legendary. It was a really good episode. I mean, we gushed about it already, but it was a good episode.
It was great. We have $5 from Nick Schoner.
Thank you, Nick.
Hi, Dill. Just got here. Oh, I don't know how long that was. Do you guys think that Otis sent the mask to Rook since we don't know where he is, but was warning Yuga about the 6 Goha?
I don't. I think Otis and the Goha drone hate each other.
Yeah.
I think there is genuine tension there, so
Yes.
I don't think they would ever work together. To me, the Goha drone was directly involved with the brainwashing of Luke. And so for that reason, I don't believe Otis had anything to do with this particularly. I do think this was all the Goha drone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But Nick, thank you, man. Thank you for the super. And I hope you're feeling better, my friend. And I hope you're enjoying the content. That goes for all of you guys.
We have $5 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, my man.
Sorry I'm late, guys. Love the episode. Just practiced driving with my brother.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Good for you, Phil.
I'm starting off slow. Also, I still haven't gotten to chapter 2, but we'll do it.
You're good, man. Philip, man, I still have not finished, and I feel horrible, but you know these guys can attest to it. I'm
This is a busy
uploading.
guy.
I'm uploading a video every day in August, so like
This man's low key killing himself.
it's just been horrendously busy for me. So I promise I will get to it, man. I'm not ignoring, but I'm just very busy right now. So don't worry, man. Take your time. I'm excited for chapter 2, and I'm excited to, of course, finish the first chapter. But Philip, thank you for being here, man. And don't worry about being late. These are always stored, and you can watch them back whenever.
We'll be here. We have 2 more Canadian dollars from Pickrick.
Thank you, Pick.
Still theorizing Tiger being the 6th sibling.
That's out there.
You know
but
what? Maybe.
Be interesting, but I don't see it.
I don't either. But that'd
I
be
would,
something.
I would love it. It would be
I
something.
wouldn't mind it if you could explain it. I wouldn't mind it. It'd be shocking.
It's gotta be terrifying.
It would be very scary. Yeah, imagine all that power. No person deserves that much power.
No person would even challenge her.
No. And very few still do. So
Jesus.
not good. We have $5 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank
this
you,
guy's
Phil.
on fire. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want the sibling to be a new character. I just think it'll be cool if we got someone new, but I can see people not wanting any more people. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. It's expanding. You know, we kind of lost a lot of the characters that we already were introduced to, but
A new character is always cool.
Yeah.
I just think that it would be more impactful of a reveal if it's someone that we've been with the whole time or have known about for most of the show.
Fair.
But a new character would be cool if done right.
definitely. And then another one from Philip Rosewood, another 5. Actually, I'm just gonna say he has so that one and then 2 more, 5 in a row. So this one,
Philip, thank you, dude. Jesus.
Yuo here doing his thing. If the 6th sibling is a new character, I kind of want it to be a girl. I just think it'll add more diversity to the team. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's fair. Episode is titled The Sixth Man.
But that's, I mean, you know,
It could be a generic term.
Yeah.
Could be.
But we'll see. It would be cool. But I think it will be a guy.
Girl on the phone.
Girl on the phone. What if it is the girl on the phone? Don't close your laptop. What if it is the girl on the phone?
I have a lot of bets that I have to claim. So
If it's the girl on the phone,
a lot of
dude.
people I know made gambles on it.
If it's the girl on the phone, I'm coming to this podcast next week with the biggest bottle of champagne you've ever seen.
Spraying all over your camera.
And I'm popping it.
Right directly at the camera.
Right at this guy.
Oh.
And his computer.
I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna quit the podcast right before that.
Philip, thank you, man.
She also did say no. It's specifically quote man like
Yeah.
male.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I had read that somewhere. So it's gonna be a guy. So
Damn it.
it's not gonna be the girl on the phone.
I'm not coming in next week. So then the next donation from Philip, the other 5. I started that story about the twin brothers so far in the first chapter. The main character meets his soon-to-be actor GF, and they have a party and a bar fight. That sounds very
Down for a good bar fight.
Yeah.
We used to get into a lot of those.
Too bad
back in
Dredge
the day.
isn't here. He can talk to you about some bar fights, Philip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil, for another donation, man. Thank you so much, dude. Jesus, he just went off, man. Thank you.
Crazy. $2 from X-Layer.
Thank you, X-Slayer.
So 600 gift subs, huh? Blame the Spider-Man trailers.
X-Slayer has become the second person in my Twitch channel's history to reach 600 gifted subs.
What do you think about that?
It's insane that one person reached it. It's psychotic that a second person reached it.
Yeah,
I know another guy that's going to join that club.
X-Slayer.
His name's Latrell.
Oh, he's getting.
It'll happen one day.
Yeah, he probably one day.
Yeah.
Latrell has been an absolute blessing in my life in many ways as well. As you have too, X-Slayer, and Josh as well. X-Slayer right now is you're tied for the most gifted subs. So one more gifted, and you now are the
Why would you tell him?
all-time leader. Well, you can see it on the board.
You're a
It's
pot
on my
stirrer.
bottom board.
You're a pot stirrer.
No, I'm not a pot stirrer. I'm just you can pause. You can share the title with Josh. But man, I'm so appreciative for everything you've done for me, man. So thank you, X-Slayer. And I will blame the Spider-Man trailer. I mean, the trailer was amazing, dude. I've watched it probably like 20 times now.
It's really good.
It's really good. And hopefully you saw our reaction on Clueless Gamers. It's super good.
We have $5 more from T-Pink staff.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, man.
I want to see a scene where somebody messes with Rook in front of Tiger and she absolutely destroys them. She
Right,
definitely
I want to
would.
see that
I would
too.
love that. I get defensive
I
system.
love a little bit of that.
That'd be interesting because
Oh my
we've never
God.
really seen her do that. We've never seen her stand up
Yeah.
for Rook in any context.
Yeah, it would be really. I like those moments. They're sweet.
I think the funniest moment of the whole show for me is still when Tiger and Asana had that really sweet moment, and Luke was just like, "Oh yeah, you see, Haruchi, it's all gonna work out."
What?
I think it was one better a couple episodes ago when he almost called her, I think Haruchi or whatever, and they shut him up. Like
Yeah,
Gakuto and Roman, like shut up.
Yeah,
He
Like
needs that
he was in risk of getting thrown out of the ship.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Tiger's a loose cannon.
You scheming out here.
You know, I try to make my money. So Barry just claimed that I asked him, Barrett, to tell all of you that you can actually Venmo the donos to at Nick Timoneri, my Venmo name.
He's trying. This
Actually,
guy.
I don't think that is even the correct Venmo. I'll put it in the chat though if you guys.
Next one. Thank you, Tim. God, Barrett is.
Dude, Barrett's.
I never called.
I
him
hate
back
that
yesterday.
trend on Twitter where people are like, "You could help me out, and here's my Cash App link," and I'm like, "Why would I send you a random
People do
stranger
it.
money?"
People do it. Yo, real quick before I read this next one, this is $5 more from Philip Rosewood. Is this spoiler? I mean, it's just a trailer, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
I think it's fine.
It's just about the Spider-Man trailer. If you haven't seen the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer and you don't want any news, mute us right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna read it out loud right now. This will spoil the trailer if you haven't seen it. It is just a trailer though. It's not spoiling the movie. So $5 from Philip Rosewood. Did you guys watch the No Way Home trailer? We got Electro, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, maybe Sandman, and Lizard. Also Toby and Andrew. Watched it 5 times. Hype. I think only 2 of those are really confirmed. Everything else is kind of speculation.
Doc Ock and Goblin are confirmed. Basically, Electro is confirmed via Jamie Foxx. I think that Yellow
right.
Lightning
Yeah,
was
that's true.
him. Sandman, I've heard those rumors. I'm gonna put some doubts on that one, but
same
it
with
would be
Lizard.
awesome. Lizard, there's a growl moment in there, so there might be some validity to that one.
That's kind of ambiguous though, to be fair.
But also, I theorize that might be like an elemental thing I saw. So.
Yeah,
Who
that might
knows?
be an
You know,
element.
there's also rumors out there that Matt Murdock's, Charlie Cox is going to be in it. So everything's up in the
if
air.
Matt
right now.
I would
I will literally stand
I
up
would
in
kill
the theater.
somebody. Yeah.
I might punch Dylan in the face right there in the theater.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting next to Pete.
Yeah. I
Hey.
would. I'll take it.
You gotta.
Yeah, very exciting, Philip.
Yeah.
Very
Also,
exciting.
Toby and Andrew aren't confirmed. That's not a confirmation, but even in the trailer. But I would love it. I like speculating on it. I think it could be cool.
I'm a little bit hesitant on the Andrew part because Andrew Garfield and Sony did not have a good closing end to their relationship. So I'm a little worried about him.
Yeah. I don't...
Being there, I think they might do the whole CG, keep him in the suit the whole time kind of thing.
Yeah, but then like just have someone else.
Yeah. But hey, I hope not. So we'll see.
To be determined. So we only have 3 more. Okay, so we have 2 Real from Caio Caesar Campos. You never know. Yuga can make a road for Tiger Heart.
Yeah, you never know.
Good.
Thank you, Kyle.
You never know. A road to her heart. I think that's what he's implying, right? We have $2 from X Slayer. I don't know what. Oh, for maybe the trailer. Your reaction was a bit excited, but over the top.
Thank you.
Was it over
for
the top?
the
Exile, do you remember how you reacted when it first dropped in
But
my
see,
Twitch
hold on,
stream,
hold
bro?
on.
He's
Are
talking
you
shit.
trolling there because
He's definitely
because,
trolling.
because then also there was a few people I saw in the Discord that were just like, oh, they weren't excited enough. So like, you win or you lose in these. Either you talk too much
X-Slayer's
and you're too
trolling.
excited. You don't talk
X-Slayer
enough.
loves messing
Oh,
around.
he's trolling.
Yeah,
he's
trolling.
absolutely trolling.
In my
But that's
Twitch stream-
people legitimately
Oh, yeah.
are like serious. I'm like, just go away. That's
Yeah.
how I feel when people are being
When
serious about
randos,
that.
are like upset about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrett did,
X-Slayer, thank you.
Barrett did bring up a few good speculatory moments about the trailer. Yeah, Fabian Cortez, Panda Boba, and Kiadi Mundi.
Kiadi Mundi.
Yeah.
He died in Order 66. He's going to be in Spider. That would even make any
No,
sense.
those are rumors, though. I
He
actually have
doesn't
heard
even
that.
connect remotely to what's going on,
Yeah,
Barry.
I have heard that.
Oh my god.
This guy Star Wars is, by the way.
That would be so amazing if he somehow came back.
All right.
Yeah, and then we have, hold on, one more from Kaio. And that's the sixth sibling is Salaryman Kaiser.
I will flip my shit.
Dude, honestly?
In a good way.
Yeah, I think
It'd be amazing.
I hope we see Salaryman Kaiser.
I
again.
will do a whole edit of every episode he's in of Calibur's face on Salaryman Kaiser.
Someone's got to
God,
make
dude.
that. Can someone make that edit? Either put Calibur's face on Salaryman Kaizo or put Salaryman Kaizo's face on Calibur.
Yeah, especially when it's super detailed.
But I want it to
Yeah.
be like a really good Photoshop. Like it is hard to tell.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
There's definitely photos with him in a suit.
There definitely is. Conundrum donation. What do you guys think about Yuga shrugging off Roman when she pointed out how they've only met 5 of 6 siblings? I thought that was funny.
I thought it was
That,
funny.
Roman
Everybody
is,
shrugged.
Yeah, everyone already knew, and
Yeah, it's
Roman.
like-
But it's the first time that the show pointed it out to the chat
Yes.
and to the people that are watching, which is important.
Yeah.
Conundrum, thank you so much. T Pink staff, thank you for the $5 super chat. I figured out who the 6th sibling is. It's Playmaker as the older brother. And on that note, thank you guys all so
Come
much.
on, he just keeps rolling.
For,
It's like, nope.
no, Tim, thank you so much, man. It'd be funny if they did that. We need a Yu-Gi-Oh multiverse. We're talking about the Spider-Man multiverse
Yes.
of the MCU.
And Barrett, Bib Fortuna is also dead. The Star Wars characters can't come into Spider-Man.
Thank you guys so much, Barrett Letty and all you crazy people out there, for watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, episode 63. You guys are all amazing. It would not be this podcast, it would not be this segment, it would not be this channel if it was not for these two gentlemen right here. Nick T and Pete do some amazing work on their own. Definitely follow them. Links are down below. Caliber and Dredger, their links are down below as well. Nick T, Pete, thank you guys so much for taking the time again on another Wednesday night. Promote yourselves. Follow them. They're great dudes.
Always happy to be here. Before we do that real quick, X-Layer $2, Mephisto Theory had now begun again. OMG, I'm annoyed.
Don't listen to it, X-Slayer. God, Mephisto. Oh my God.
There is legitimate people being
X-Slayer
like,
bought heavy into
he's
that
there.
during WandaVision. X-Slayer got burned on that theory
He
in
got burned on
WandaVision.
theory.
He got
we
burned.
all did.
We all
bought it.
got burned.
Jesus. So, first off, I love that. I stream on Twitch. I mean, actually, I shouldn't even say I stream on Twitch because I've been so inconsistent with it lately. But I stream on Twitch as Nick, twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. I'm in the middle of a Pokemon Crystal randomized Nuzlocke, which has been a lot of fun. We beat the gym a couple weeks ago, and now I would like to get back into it. I've also been doing a little bit of musical performances, sort of testing on my own songs, doing requests for covers based on my own sort of predetermined list, and you can donate to try to have me learn more songs, so that's kind of the fun of it. Additionally, I make music as Nameling. That's sort of my current solo thing. I have songs on all streaming platforms. I have an EP. I have a split with my best friend Idle Wave. You can check those all out. I'm going to the studio in less than a month to record another song. So
I'm excited.
One to be released in November, so that should be a good time. And I also have one local announcement that might not affect many of you that don't live in the area, so I'm not even going to bring that up here right now. But I also have another cool announcement on some merch coming up soon.
Yes.
So it'll be a short run, but it will be fun. And then, of course, I play in a hardcore band called Mom Fight. We are in a bit of a hiatus, but we do have like 7 songs literally everywhere, so you can go listen to those.
Check him out. Check his music out. Check his Twitch out. Pete.
Yeah, run a channel, YouTube Clueless Gamers. We do trailer reactions, movie reviews, TV show reactions. Right now, What If is going on over there. We're probably going to do episode 3 right after this. I'm hearing some good things about that. Also, I'm dropping the link in the chat. That is our Spider-Man reaction of No Way Home, the trailer the other day. It's doing fantastic right now, and that is probably to many of you here that are still here listening. So I thank you that much. It's closing in on 10,000 views now, which for me is a big deal. So I greatly, greatly appreciate the support. It was a lot of fun doing it with these gentlemen right here. And yeah, for anything else on updates, follow me on Twitter at P4Caro21.
Great guys, great content creators, great people, great friends. Thank you guys all so much for being here. To everyone in the chat, special shout out to Dylan Adams, by the way, who donated $50.
Woo!
That is the biggest donation I've gotten in definitely a few months here on the 7s Up podcasts. So thank you guys. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s Up, episode 63, The Lukeman Fuses. Was that the episode?
Nope, it's 2 in a row you messed up now. High Dragon Luke.
That other one was like, it made sense. This one, it was just,
that's
right.
was
Yukeman
close.
Fuses.
Lukeman Fuses.
Fusion Shokan.
I lost the train of thought. Thank you guys so much for your support. We'll see you next Wednesday, and I'll see you Saturday with more Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's live stream. Pre-show, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Who's the sixth sibling? It will be answered. Don't miss it. I will see you there. Be there or miss out. Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. You guys rock. I'll see you there. Nick T. Pete, thank you. Good night from New Jersey. Take care, everyone, and I hope you have an amazing day. Good night, everyone.
See you guys.